Chapter 1138. Human, come with us to the ancient desolate realm of gods. The elder had a kind expression and said with a faint smile. Upon closer inspection, the elder found that Zhao Feng's body contained a lot of ancient origin power. His foundation was very stable, and he was even stronger than people of the same cultivation in the ancient desolate realm of gods in every aspect. From his point of view, the only flaw in Zhao Feng's body was that his bloodline was too weak. However, Zhao Feng had a variant soul that could make up for this flaw. What surprised the elder from the spiritual race was that he couldn't see through Zhao Feng's eyes at all. What? The people next to Zhao Feng, including Zhao Feng himself, stood there in a daze. Zhao Feng's luck is way too good. Kun Yun couldn't believe that the elder from the ancient desolate realm of gods would say something like this. Entering the ancient desolate realm of gods was like an untouchable legend to all living beings in the continent zone. However, from the expression of this elder from the spiritual race, it was as if entering the ancient desolate realm of gods was an insignificant matter. Everyone looked at Zhao Feng with envy and jealousy. Demigod Tai Chi's heart was in a mess. He was extremely jealous of Zhao Feng and wanted to kill Zhao Feng immediately. With Zhao Feng's talent, if he entered the ancient desolate realm of gods early, his future would be immeasurable. At this moment, apart from Zhao Feng, everyone else wanted to beg this elder to take them to the ancient desolate realm of gods as well. However, they didn't dare to. They didn't even dare to say anything. Master! Yuan Long, who was next to the elder, also had a surprised expression. What was the point of taking a normal person from a lower dimension who didn't have an ancient bloodline to the ancient desolate realm of gods? Brother Feng! Zhao Yufei's face lit up, revealing a beautiful smile that could move any man's heart. However, when Zhao Yufei looked at Zhao Feng, she realized that Zhao Feng wasn't very happy. Immediately, Zhao Yufei understood that she had thought too little and was too selfish. Yufei, you should go with Senior, Zhao Feng said apologetically to Zhao Yufei after a moment of silence. If Zhao Feng only cared about himself right now and headed to the ancient desolate realm of gods, wouldn't the Hall of Gods he had built up become the Grand Imperial Hall's property? The Grand Imperial Hall wouldn't let go of anyone related to Zhao Feng. Moreover, there were as many factions as there were stars in the sky on the entire Empire continent that had allied with the Hall of Gods. Once Zhao Feng left, even they would suffer. Moreover, Zhao Feng had another goal in establishing the Hall of Gods: to completely control the Nanlan Sea. Only like this could he completely protect his home green flower continent. What? Zhao Feng actually. Sacred King Feather Spirit's expression changed dramatically as he stared at Zhao Feng. He even suspected that he had heard wrong. This kid knows that the Grand Imperial Hall will make things difficult for the Hall of Gods, but he still stayed. Demigod Dragon Emperor was shocked and puzzled. Who would choose to stay and face danger instead of running away? Kun Yun and Nangongxing also looked at Zhao Feng in shock. Yuan Long was slightly surprised. He didn't think that a human from a lower dimension would reject his master's invitation. This was like a beggar rejecting a table full of delicacies. Yuan Long laughed mockingly. From his point of view, Zhao Feng's actions were extremely stupid and couldn't be saved. Brother Feng, I'll wait for you in the ancient desolate realm of gods. Zhao Yufei wiped away the moisture from the corner of her eyes and looked at Zhao Feng with deep emotions. She had expected that Zhao Feng would make such a decision. Senior, I'm very sorry, but this junior still has some matters to take care of here. Zhao Feng respectfully bowed to the spiritual race elder, placing a great deal of emphasis on the last few words of his speech. After raising his head, Zhao Feng looked at those from the Grand Imperial Hall on the side. The two from the spiritual race and Zhao Yufei instantly looked at Demigod Dragon Emperor and company as well. The hearts of the four from the Grand Imperial Hall shook, and cold sweat appeared on their foreheads as the fear of death spread through their bodies. The experts of the ancient desolate realm of gods viewed the beings of the dimension as ants, and didn't care about their lives. At this moment, these two experts from the ancient desolate realm of gods had come for Zhao Yufei. As long as Zhao Yufei opened her mouth, The 4 of them would die for sure. Zhao Feng, the Grand Imperial Hall will help you with everything we have. Demigod Dragon Emperor squeezed out a kind smile and pretended that he had a good relationship with Zhao Feng. At the same time, the other 3, including Sacred King Feather Spirit and Demigod Taichi, who hated Zhao Feng to the bone, squeezed out smiles and tried to get on Zhao Feng's good side. Humph! Yuan Long snickered coldly in disdain in the sky as he reached out a crystalline arm. One boom! Heaven and earth shook as a terrifying power and intent instantly took control of heaven and earth. The 4 from the Grand Imperial Hall seemed to freeze. All 4 of them, including Demigod Dragon Emperor, were unable to move. They couldn't even send out their divine senses. At this instant, everything within their bodies started to crystallize, including the surrounding space. It was as if everything in this dimension would turn into crystals if this continued. Such terrifying strength, this person. Demigod Dragon Emperor's heart jumped in shock. This person from the spiritual race called Yuan Long was much stronger than true God Tian Fa. However, this was expected. This person had the bloodline of the spiritual race, which was ranked 19th among the 10,000 ancient races. Even in the ancient desolate realm of gods, he would be a dazzling prodigy. It was impossible to imagine what kind of cultivation his master had reached. An unprecedented sense of danger covered the hearts of the 4 from the Grand Imperial Hall. Yuan Long, let's go! The elder glanced over as if he was looking at an ant or a drop of water. He didn't care at all. Hee, okay. Yuan Long laughed and put down his arm. Boom! The space that had been completely frozen suddenly shattered. Countless crystal fragments floated in the air. Thank you, Senior, for not killing us! Demigod Dragon Emperor knelt on the ground and said with fear in his eyes. Plop! Sacred King Feather Spirit, and the other phoenix-robed Sacred King next to the 2 demigods fell to the ground, their auras completely gone. Demigod Taichi's eyes suddenly shook. He looked at the 2 dead saint rulers beside him and seemed to be in a state of shock. If Yuan Long had stopped just a bit later, he might have ended up the same way. Kun Yun and Nan Gongxing's hairs stood on end as they looked at the 2 from the spiritual race with respect. In the sky, the old man's body emitted a sparkling brilliance of divine power that wrapped around Yuan Long and Zhao Yufei. One from the center of the distant fan universe, a faint ripple came from it. When a layer of strange spatial ripples appeared around the 3 of them. Brother Feng, we need to finish this quickly. Zhao Yufei's eyes became misty as she bit her lips and her eyelashes trembled. Whoosh! The trio's figures started to fade and disappear in a weird spatial ripple. Heaven and earth returned to normal after the experts of the ancient desolate realm of gods and Zhao Yufei left. Go! Demigod Dragon Emperor roared as he took the bodies of the 2 sacred kings and left the Hall of Gods. Demigod Taichi glared at Zhao Feng fiercely before turning into a streak of white light and disappearing into the sky. Come back! Zhao Feng messaged by Qingwei. Luckily, he had sent away the other members of the Hall of Gods before the experts of the ancient desolate realm of gods arrived. Otherwise, these members and disciples with lower cultivations would have been crushed into mincemeat by the aura of a true god. The Hall of Gods returned to normal a day later. This matter quickly spread across the Great Gone Lord dynasty. The demigods of the Grand Imperial Hall, including Demigod Dragon Emperor, were all heavily injured and returned without accomplishing anything. Sacred King Feather Spirit and Sacred King Phoenix Ritual were both killed. This result caused an uproar in the entire dynasty. None of the experts from the various forces doubted the authenticity of this information. However, another piece of news soon started to spread. The experts of the spiritual race from the ancient desolate realm of gods had arrived at the Hall of Gods, taken Zhao Yufei away, heavily injured the demigods of the Grand Imperial Hall, and killed 2 sacred kings. Once this news spread, it shocked the entire Lord dynasty. In just a few short years, another expert from the ancient desolate realm of gods had arrived. All the demigods in the continent zone started to desire the ancient desolate realm of gods and the heavenly divine realm. By Qingwei, quickly nurture the disciples with potential and talent into mystic light realm experts. Also, nurture mystic light realm sacred lords. Zhao Feng messaged by Qingwei through the dark heart seal. Zhao Feng soon organized some precious substandard god crystals, ancient resources, and blood crystals and gave them to Bai Qingwei. The Grand Imperial Hall shouldn't be doing anything in the near future, Zhao Feng guessed in his heart. Zhao Feng started to enter seclusion within the misty spatial world. The experts of the ancient desolate realm of gods stimulated Zhao Feng greatly. Zhao Feng looked forward to the legendary ancient desolate realm of gods and wanted to see what kind of place it was. He wanted to see the 10,000 ancient races, and he wanted to see the legendary 8 great god eyes. I need to work harder, or else Yufei will leave me far behind. Zhao Feng smiled helplessly. Now that Zhao Yufei had returned to the ancient desolate realm of gods, her bloodline would definitely awaken. At that time, the cultivation speed of the spiritual race bloodline would be fully displayed. Furthermore, with Zhao Yufei's bloodline talent, she would be able to obtain at least rank 3 of the heavenly divine realm. When the destructive power of God tribulation lightning radiated from Xiao Feng's lightning soul body, countless golden white lightning patterns roared and roared on Zhao Feng's sacred lightning body, destroying everything in its path. At this moment, Zhao Feng's focus was still on using the power of God tribulation lightning to refine his sacred lightning body. Of course, while using the power of God tribulation lightning to refine his sacred lightning body, Zhao Feng also split off a lot of his thoughts to cultivate other aspects. Half a day later, Zhao Feng took a break and ate a large amount of precious herbs to recover from his injuries. However, Zhao Feng's cultivation never stopped. He shifted his focus to comprehending intent. Whoosh! 3 vine fruits appeared in front of Zhao Feng, and a thick intent wrapped around Zhao Feng. When his comprehension of intent reached a critical point, Zhao Feng shifted his focus to refining his sacred lightning body. Furthermore, Zhao Feng had used too many of the resources in his possession, so the effects of the resources had decreased. Because of this, Zhao Feng would occasionally enter the ancient dream realm to explore, increase the number of pets he had, and expand his territory. Sky lightning hell purgatory grass, evil swamp earth crystal, sky wind jade bamboo. Ancient resources of even higher quality floated in front of Zhao Feng. Zhao Feng circulated the 5 elemental wind lightning technique and the golden Kuin's sacred lightning body as he started to extract the medicinal energy from these resources. Zhao Feng spent the next year in seclusion. During this period of time, Zhao Feng didn't think about increasing his cultivation. Instead, he focused on consolidating his foundation and increasing his strength. One day, Zhao Feng entered the God-Eye dimension and prepared to duplicate the ancient resources he needed. Zhao Feng, I want to talk to you. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon spoke from a corner of the God-Eye dimension. Chapter 1139. Zhao Feng, I want to talk to you. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's deep voice came from a corner of the God-Eye dimension. Zhao Feng paused for a moment and looked at the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. In the past year, Zhao Feng hadn't tried to use the Dark Heart Seal to enslave the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. He just habitually abused it every time he entered the God-Eye dimension. You're willing to be my mount? Zhao Feng directly asked. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's gloomy expression instantly became ruthless when it heard the word mount. I have a condition. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon struggled for a moment before sighing and speaking in humiliation. Speak! Zhao Feng had an indifferent expression. He had expected this long ago. Without a condition, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon wouldn't have come to talk to him. I'm willing to submit to you, but you must provide me with a large amount of resources to help me recover to my peak strength. You also cannot intentionally harm my life. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon stated its condition. At the same time, it was worried that Zhao Feng wouldn't agree. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was trapped in this dimension, so its recovery was limited. Once Zhao Feng's strength reached a certain level, killing it would be extremely easy. After all, Zhao Feng's initial plan was to kill the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. It was only because he couldn't kill it that he thought of enslaving it. Now that the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had seen many of Zhao Feng's secrets, there was a very high chance that Zhao Feng would kill it in the end just to be safe. For this reason, Zhao Feng didn't try to enslave the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. This made the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon extremely worried, thinking that Zhao Feng had already decided to kill it. In addition, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's condition wasn't normal. It possessed a faint bloodline of the Destruction Dragon race, so it was extremely powerful in all aspects. If it wanted to recover its strength, it would need an enormous amount of resources. Otherwise, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon would have recovered to the true god level a long time ago. No one in the continent zone would be its match. Even all the savings of an ancient god wouldn't be enough to help you recover to your peak strength. Zhao Feng rolled his eyes at the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. This guy was dreaming. Although the stronger the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was, the more help it would be to Zhao Feng. One couldn't forget that at its peak, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was a powerful true god comparable to an ancient god. If the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's strength exceeded Zhao Feng's by too many levels, it would definitely be able to escape from Zhao Feng. No matter what, my cultivation base cannot be lower than yours. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon took a step back. Of course, in the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's view, Zhao Feng possessed the eye that could become the 9th god eye and would encounter many problems. Under the pressure of danger, Zhao Feng would definitely help him recover his strength. In addition, if Zhao Feng really did have a chance of becoming the 9th god eye, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon would have no complaints, and would willingly become Zhao Feng's slave. That's more like it. Zhao Feng immediately agreed. If the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's cultivation was lower than his, what use was he? In the end, the two sides came to an agreement and signed a blood contract. After signing the contract, Zhao Feng even forced the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon to let him place a Dark Heart seal on it. Whoosh! Zhao Feng let out the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. At this moment, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon only had the aura of a normal sacred lord, and its soul was severely injured. Raise its cultivation to the level of a sacred king first. Zhao Feng took out a portion of the resources in the misty spatial world and gave it to the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. Thank you, Master. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon said uncomfortably. Master, when are we going to the ancient desolate realm of gods? The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon suddenly asked. When I break through to the heavenly divine realm, of course. Zhao Feng paused for a moment and then said in a speechless tone. With Zhao Feng's strength, he could try to break through to the heavenly divine realm within 20 years and then enter the ancient desolate realm of gods. However, if he needed to consolidate his strength just to be safe, he might need 30 years. Why doesn't Master try to break through to the heavenly divine realm in the ancient desolate realm of gods? The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon asked in surprise. The center of the fan universe was the origin of all things. The chances of breaking through to the heavenly divine realm would be higher there. I can head to the ancient desolate realm of gods without relying on any external power without breaking through to the heavenly divine realm? This time, Zhao Feng was stunned. Although it was unbelievable, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon might have another way. Others might not be able to, but Master can. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon revealed a deep smile and said with certainty. Has Master not sensed the existence of the ancient desolate realm of gods? The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon asked. Zhao Feng's expression darkened. A while ago, he had faintly sensed that there was a mysterious place in the vast fan universe that had a faint connection to his soul. However, how did the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon know this? Master should know that the main point of going to the ancient desolate realm of gods is to obtain the ancient desolate origin energy. When one breaks through to the heavenly divine realm and goes through the true god tribulation lightning, they will obtain this aura and sense the existence of the ancient desolate realm of gods. Only then will they be able to enter the ancient desolate realm of gods. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon explained to Zhao Feng with a smug expression. In other words, one doesn't even need to break through to the heavenly divine realm. As long as one has enough ancient desolate origin energy, one can enter the ancient desolate realm of gods. However, this dimension is too low level, so the beings here can only go through the true God tribulation lightning to obtain the ancient desolate realm of gods. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon said with an arrogant expression. If one was in a dimension close to the ancient desolate realm of gods and could absorb the ancient desolate realm of gods' origin energy, they could enter the ancient desolate realm of gods before reaching the heavenly divine realm. This would increase their chances of breaking through to the heavenly divine realm, and they might even be able to obtain rank 1 or higher. This works as well? Lao Feng's expression changed drastically. But in reality, this was a very simple logical problem. It was just that everyone in the continent zone had the mindset that only those who broke through to the heavenly divine realm could enter the ancient desolate realm of gods. In reality, this was all because this dimension was too low level, and the beings inside were too weak. Master's body contains an abundance of primordial origin chi, right? While staying in the dimension of the God Eye, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had seen Zhao Feng duplicate many rare treasures from the ancient era. The majority of these treasures contained a wisp of ancient origin energy. Because of this, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was sure that Zhao Feng's body contained a lot of ancient origin energy. After explaining, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon flew to the side and used the resources that Zhao Feng had given it to recover its strength. In reality, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had stayed in this low-level dimension because it wanted to destroy it and recover its strength as quickly as possible. However, it was unable to destroy this dimension at all, so it decided to follow Zhao Feng and head to the ancient desolate realm of gods as soon as possible. This was why it told Zhao Feng all of this. On the other side, Zhao Feng was still in shock. This means that as long as I take care of everything, I can head directly to the ancient desolate realm of gods. Zhao Feng was extremely excited. Zhao Feng's desire to head to the ancient desolate realm of gods was the same as any demigod in the continent zone. It was just that he had too many things on his shoulders that he rejected the invitation of the experts of the spiritual race. Master, let me remind you that if you enter the ancient desolate realm of gods early, your state of existence should be at the level of a demigod. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon suddenly thought of something and said, this place was too far away from the ancient desolate realm of gods, and its state of existence was too low. It was unable to withstand the pressure of traveling through space. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had forgotten about this before. If Zhao Feng's state of existence wasn't able to withstand the pressure of traveling through space and enter the ancient desolate realm of gods, he would probably turn to dust and his divine soul would be destroyed along the way. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon that followed Zhao Feng would probably die as well. State of existence? Zhao Feng's eyes twinkled slightly. He had cultivated the Golden Kun's sacred lightning body to the peak of the 6th level, and it had completely consolidated its foundation. He could break through to the peak stage at any time. The 7th level of the Golden Kun's sacred lightning body corresponded to the level above the demigod realm. I'm still a while away from the 7th level of the sacred lightning body. I can take care of everything in the meantime. The corner of Zhao Feng's mouth curled up, and he felt impatient. Luckily, Zhao Feng had always focused on body strengthening. Bai Qingwei, how's the overall strength of the Hall of Gods? Zhao Feng asked. Apart from Kun Yun, Nan Gongxing, and Master, the strength of the Hall of Gods is equivalent to a 3.5-star power. However, if you include the other forces that have allied with the Hall of Gods, then their overall strength will increase by another level. Bai Qingwei reported truthfully. Zhao Feng started to think. In reality, after the Hall of Gods swallowed 9 Darkness Palace, the Tai family, Black Screen Corner, the Ji family, and other forces had joined them, the Hall of Gods had reached the 4-star standard and even surpassed it. However, these forces that had allied with the Hall of Gods were still external forces, and they wouldn't serve the Hall of Gods wholeheartedly. Continue to expand and nurture Sacred Lord experts, Lao Feng instructed before starting to cultivate in seclusion. In reality, the Hall of Gods' development over the past year had already shocked everyone. No force in the Lord dynasty could stop the Hall of Gods now. Even the Grand Imperial Hall remained silent. If that was the case, then Zhao Feng might as well ignore everything else and expand as much as he wanted. The most ideal situation that Zhao Feng thought of was for the Hall of Gods to completely dominate the continent zone. Within the misty spatial world, Zhao Feng, Zhao Wan, the little thieving cat, and the black destruction serpent dragon all stayed in their own places and used a large amount of resources to cultivate and increase their strength. In less than half a year, Zhao Feng realized that he didn't have enough precious resources. After a year, even though Zhao Feng often used the duplication ability of his left eye, he still didn't have enough resources. Zhao Feng glanced at the black destruction serpent dragon speechlessly. He didn't expect the black destruction serpent dragon to need so many resources to recover its strength. Master, there's nothing we can do about it. Although I've used up so many resources, my strength has already reached the late-stage Sacred Lord level. The black destruction serpent dragon acted as if it didn't matter. There was nothing Zhao Feng could do about not having enough resources, so he could only waste his time cultivating in the ancient dream realm. Zhao Feng also spent a large amount of resources to raise the beasts in the ancient dream realm. As long as they became stronger, Zhao Feng would be able to steal even more precious resources. On a certain day, within the misty spatial world, Zhao Feng's body, which was surrounded by dark yellow lightning, suddenly became taller, and a terrifying domain of lightning covered everything within several miles. Peak 6th level of the sacred lightning body. Zhao Feng opened his eyes and let out a breath of turbid air. On the other side, Zhao Wan, who was cultivating the Golden Kuan sacred lightning body, had obtained a lot of experience and was improving rapidly. Master, I've reached the level of a sacred king, the black destruction serpent dragon said with joy. It didn't expect that it would recover to the level of a sacred king in just 2 short years after suffering such heavy injuries. At the same time, the black destruction serpent dragon once again felt how immeasurable Zhao Feng was. Zhao Feng was also cultivating in the misty spatial world, but he would occasionally take out peerless treasures that even the demigods of the Lord dynasty would want. Right at this moment, Bai Qingwei sent a message to Zhao Feng. Master, demigod dragon emperor of the Grand Imperial Hall seems to have started to break through to the heavenly divine realm. Bai Qingwei's tone was solemn. In reality, Zhao Feng would often contact Bai Qingwei while he was in seclusion to understand the situation in the outside world. However, Bai Qingwei's message this time made Zhao Feng's expression change slightly. Chapter 1140. Within the dimension of the God Eye, the mysterious golden ball was duplicating several earth elemental ancient resources. Greed flashed through True God Tian Fa's eyes. True God Tian Fa waved the black dragon golden spear in his hand. Although the black destruction serpent dragon had recovered to the level of a sacred king, its battle power was definitely stronger than normal demigods. Sky-destroying sacred lightning palm of destruction. A terrifying primordial aura erupted from his body, causing the entire Hall of Gods to shake. Ha ha, you didn't think that I would still be alive, right? I'll take your dog life today. A dominating intent of wind lightning started to radiate from Zhao Feng's body. Over the past few years of seclusion, Zhao Feng's strength had increased by leaps and bounds with the help of a shocking amount of resources. Zhao Feng's divine sense spread across 10,000 miles, and he opened his god's spiritual eye. True God Tian Fa chased after him. The gigantic scarlet lightning sacred palm pushed forward like a huge mountain. Everyone, retreat! Zhao Feng didn't know what the skills and techniques above the heaven tier were. Attacks from those below the demigod realm were unable to threaten Zhao Feng at all. This meant that Zhao Feng could fight against normal demigods with just his physical strength alone. If it wasn't for the fact that Zhao Feng had appeared and caused an accident with the secret technique that allowed God Eye descendants to combine their powers, he wouldn't have lost. Through the god's spiritual eye's inspection, Zhao Feng found that true God Tian Fa had only recovered to the level of a sacred king. However, true God Tian Fa had divine power, so he could be considered a demigod. Whoosh! True God Tian Fa couldn't help but laugh mockingly at Zhao Feng's actions. The divine forming technique was one of the techniques that Zhao Feng focused on, and he had cultivated it to a very high level. The divine power within Zhao Feng's body was enough for him to use the ancient god's seal almost 20 times. It was almost impossible for anyone to come to the Hall of Gods and attack Zhao Feng. This was because there was no longer a target for Zhao Feng in the continent zone. On the other side, Zhao Feng circulated the fire of wind lightning. Not good, Zhao Feng, danger is approaching. The reverse refinement of the God Tribulation Lightning could not only increase the sacred lightning body's resistance to God Tribulation Lightning, but it could also improve the sacred lightning body. The sacred lightning body contains the element of tribulation lightning, and its offensive power has also been enhanced. It has a destructive effect on all attacks. He had originally thought that the Grand Imperial Hall would definitely take action against the Hall of Gods in the future after returning empty-handed. Although he had heard of Zhao Feng's many battle achievements while he was recuperating in the continent zone, he had never heard of them before. At this moment, Zhao Feng wasn't surprised that the enemy had been able to sneak into the Hall of Gods without anyone noticing. This is? All of a sudden, he sensed a powerful ancient aura closing in on him. Zhao Feng activated the power of God Tribulation Lightning within his lightning soul body to reverse refine his sacred lightning body. Several powerful sacred lord-level auras appeared within the Hall of Gods. However, seeing the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's shocked expression, Zhao Feng left the misty spatial world doubtfully. His realm was so low, but he had divine power and a divine artifact. Stay here! The two terrifying forces clashed in the air. This was why Zhao Feng wanted to enter the ancient desolate realm of gods so badly. However, the shockwave from the attack left behind a 100-mile-wide crater in the mountains and rivers below. After hearing this news, Zhao Feng relaxed a lot. He gave Bai Qinghua some resources and continued to cultivate. Zhao Wan's cultivation had completely consolidated, and he could break through to become a sacred king at any time. This figure said in disdain when he saw Zhao Feng appear. However, it was only a peak-tier heaven-grade weapon. After all, resources were scarce in the continent zone, and it was hard for true God Tian Fa to find a suitable weapon. Zhao Feng revealed a smile. Who dares to sneak into the Hall of Gods? This was also the reason why Zhao Feng left the Hall of Gods. Zhao Feng's wind lightning raging finger had reached the max level long ago, and 30% of the power of the god blood had merged into Zhao Feng's index finger. Boom! However, Demigod Dragon Emperor had already started to break through to the heavenly divine realm, and was preparing to head to the ancient desolate realm of gods. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon glanced at the little thieving cat with jealousy and hatred. True God Tian Fa! A black dragon metal spear appeared in True God Tian Fa's hand. Apart from the increase in his sacred lightning body, Zhao Feng's other aspects had also improved after 2 years of seclusion. Boom! Pun! When Zhao Feng messaged the two. After all, Lord Wuheng was a heaven-defying existence that he couldn't even catch up to. This is a battle technique that surpasses the heaven tier. According to the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, if they had entered the ancient desolate realm of gods earlier and cultivated there, they would have had better results when breaking through to the heavenly divine realm. Zhao Feng's expression paused for a moment. Scarlet sacred light of lightning radiated from Zhao Feng's body as he thrust out several palms after merging with his sacred body. Danger? One Wang. 9 Heavens Dragon Destroying Spear! Zhao Feng's expression became grim as his eyes locked onto the black and purple light. God Destroying Finger! A terrifying surge of ancient bloodline divine power spread from Zhao Feng's index finger. After absorbing 30% of the god blood, Zhao Feng wanted to see how strong Zhao Feng's wind lightning raging finger was. The little thieving cat's cultivation had always been low, but it was mainly because it specialized in the Tao of assassination and had an assassination weapon as well as a high intent that allowed it to succeed in the battles between sacred kings and demigods. One who, Kun Yun, Nan Gongxing, stay in the Hall of Gods. True God Tian Fa circulated his divine power into the spear in his hand. You don't know how high heaven is. Even if my divine weapon is destroyed, I can still easily kill you. Zhao Feng was looking forward to seeing what kind of power his lightning-wind raging finger would have. Zhao Feng didn't believe it. Boom! Zhao Feng smiled confidently. Zhao Feng, leave your life to me. There weren't many people in the continent zone that could threaten Zhao Feng and the Hall of Gods. He had exchanged 2 blows with Zhao Feng, but he wasn't able to gain any advantage. This was already a huge humiliation for him. The Peak-tier heaven-grade weapon wasn't able to withstand True God Tian Fa's divine power and started to buzz. Although Zhao Feng didn't understand why the Grand Imperial Hall would swallow this meant that the Hall of Gods wouldn't have anything stopping them. They would be able to expand as much as they wanted and complete Zhao Feng's dream, rule over the entire Great Gone Lord dynasty. True God Tian Fa had a cold expression as he waved the spear in his hand and charged toward Zhao Feng. A unique intent appeared around him. Zhao Feng appeared in the secret hall of the Forbidden Ground. Who? His strength. From the powerful intent, Zhao Feng could tell that the battle skill that True God Tian Fa was using had definitely surpassed the Heaven tier. However, even the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon couldn't see through the little thieving cat's background. At this moment, Zhao Feng's sacred lightning body had a lot of resistance against the power of God Tribulation Lightning. He could last for the time it took to make tea under the power of God Tribulation Lightning. Zhao Feng didn't know this person, but Zhao Feng felt that his soul was familiar. However, this meant that Zhao Feng's room for improvement in the continent zone would be much smaller. With True God Tian Fa's intent, a casual attack from him could injure a demigod and kill a sacred king. Brat, looks like you obtained a lot from the god corpse. The terrifying attacks of the two clashed once again, and they were evenly matched. I indeed didn't expect you to still be alive, but I don't mind killing you again. True God Tian Fa felt that something was wrong the instant they clashed. With the help of divine fruit, Zhao Feng's intent could break through to the level of a sacred king at any time, but Zhao Feng had been suppressing it this entire time. Therefore, Zhao Feng wanted to break through to the level of a sacred king in the ancient desolate realm of gods. With a flash of scarlet golden light, Zhao Feng left the Hall of Gods and disappeared into the sky. Boom! This was Zhao Feng's first battle after 2 years of seclusion, and the power of the God Tribulation Lightning's sacred body shocked him even more. If it wasn't for the little thieving cat's sneak attack, he wouldn't have been defeated and captured alive by Zhao Feng. Once the Golden Kun's sacred lightning body reached the 7th level, Zhao Feng's state of existence would reach the level of a demigod, and there would be almost no one who could match up to him in the continent zone. Zhao Feng used a dominating and insane finger technique to clash with True God Tian Fa, who was using a technique that surpassed the Heaven tier. Now that my sacred lightning body has reached the peak of the 6th level, it's the limit of the mystic light realm. Attacks from anyone below the demigod realm won't be able to harm me. The figure of a black dragon head roared as it charged toward Zhao Feng. Whoosh! The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon suddenly said at this moment. However, Zhao Feng wasn't surprised. The little thieving cat had too many mysteries. When this person was True God Tian Fa from the God Corpse. He had survived that attack that could destroy heaven and earth. At this moment, a weak being from a low-tier dimension wanted to fight back against him with the strength of a late-stage mystic light realm? What a joke! Although he was a rank 3 true god, he still greatly desired the resources within the God Corpse. True God Tian Fa, who had changed his appearance, laughed loudly as he looked at Zhao Feng with a deadly gaze. 2 years of seclusion had consumed a huge amount of resources, but the results were definitely worth it. Demigod Dragon Emperor is trying to break through to the heavenly divine realm? Zhao Feng didn't see anything with his divine sense, but his god's spiritual eye caught a streak of black and purple light. His hands had been itching for a long time. He wanted to fight and see his true strength. This brat's palm technique. True God Tian Fa's attack was blocked, and the remaining wisp of energy landed on Zhao Feng's body, but it didn't affect him at all. Whoosh! 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 This thieving cat! Which thief is it? If it wasn't for the fact that Zhao Feng didn't have a lot of resources right now, he would have continued to nurture the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon and increase its strength. This bloodline aura belongs to Lord Wuheng. Zhao Feng's expression changed dramatically. Whoosh! Zhao Feng couldn't see through the little thieving cat's situation. Whoosh! Zhao Feng suddenly roared and scared away all the sacred lords of the Hall of Gods. Normal late-stage sacred lords couldn't have such strength, so he was sure that Zhao Feng had obtained some heaven-defying fortune in the God Corpse. True God Tian Fa waved the spear in his hand and unleashed several giant black dragons. However, after 2 years of cultivation, Zhao Feng couldn't see through the little thieving cat's cultivation anymore. In a head-on battle, the little thieving cat probably wouldn't even be a match for a normal sacred king. Zhao Feng estimated that the resources it had used over the past 2 years were even more than all the resources the Grand Imperial Hall had in total. Zhao Feng suddenly stopped and circulated his sacred lightning body as he punched out a fist that flashed with lightning. When True God Tian Fa's expression became grim. Even though his strength had dropped dramatically, and he didn't have a divine weapon, normal late-stage mystic light realm experts wouldn't be able to block a casual attack from him. However, since he dared to come here, he obviously had the confidence to win. Boom! Pun! At this instant, any wisp of power from the battle between the two could destroy a normal 3-star power. A pair of scarlet wings of lightning formed behind Zhao Feng's back. With his talent, it was hard to find a match for anyone at the same cultivation in the ancient Soul Hall. Chapter 1141. This bloodline aura, it belongs to Lord Wuheng. True God Tian Fa's expression turned to shock as he stared at Zhao Feng's purple and gold finger that radiated a terrifying ancient aura. You idiot! How dare you waste this drop of blood essence? True God Tian Fa cursed as he stared greedily at Zhao Feng's index finger. It was as if that drop of blood essence from the God Corpse was a peerless treasure to him. Boom! Pun! Pun! Zhao Feng's index finger contained 30% of the power of the God Blood, and the power it displayed when he used the Wind Lightning Raging Finger was on par with True God Tian Fa's. From the looks of it, the effect of this drop of God Blood is far greater than I imagined. Zhao Feng's heart shook. Zhao Feng, die! All your treasures are mine! True God Tian Fa revealed a cruel and murderous expression. True God Tian Fa had used up all his savings over the past few years to reach the level of a sacred king. Without a divine weapon, True God Tian Fa wasn't a match for the demigods of the Great Gone Lord dynasty, but he could easily kill normal demigods. He originally wanted to kill Zhao Feng and then leave this dimension. However, Zhao Feng's strength had exceeded his imagination. If True God Tian Fa continued to fight with Zhao Feng, it was very likely that other sacred kings and demigods of the continent zone would be attracted over. Therefore, True God Tian Fa decided to end the battle quickly. Sky Dragon Ambush! The momentum of True God Tian Fa's spear suddenly changed and condensed a terrifying aura that could shake heaven and earth. Boom! A giant black dragon figure suddenly roared as it charged toward Zhao Feng. Earth-destroying finger! Zhao Feng's finger released a strong surge of wind lightning as he thrust out with a dominating intent. Boom! An incomparably huge finger light, carrying with it an endless scarlet gold thunderstorm, blasted out like a pillar that could hold up the sky. Pun! The two peerless attacks clashed together. Boom! Zhao Feng's earth-extinguishing finger was destroyed by the black light dragon phantom. The remaining portion of its power directly crashed towards Zhao Feng. As expected of a combat skill that surpasses the heaven tier, Zhao Feng and True God Tian Fa's battle skills were on par, but if they used their ultimate moves, the weakness of the wind lightning raging finger would be revealed. Earth Thunder's sacred armor! Lao Feng immediately activated his sacred lightning body and circulated the earth of wind lightning's sacred power. Buzz, buzz, buzz! A dark yellow wind lightning saint force surged on the surface of Zhao Feng's body, instantly forming a sparkling armor surrounded by wind and lightning. The armor was also surrounded by a layer of invisible gravity. True God Tian Fei's attack was weakened by gravity when it got close to Zhao Feng. When it struck Zhao Feng's physique, it was destroyed by a wave of tribulation lightning. Zhao Feng's sacred lightning body contained the element of God tribulation lightning, so all of his combat skills would be amplified. Impossible! True God Tian Fei's expression became extremely ugly after the surprise passed. If it was a normal demigod, they would be severely injured even if they didn't die from this attack. However, Zhao Feng easily blocked it and didn't seem to be injured at all. However, True God Tian Fei had underestimated Zhao Feng's strength and Zhao Feng's growth. One had to know that 3 years ago, Zhao Feng was able to defeat demigod Dark Ocean with an absolute advantage. Now, Zhao Feng should be able to easily kill demigod Dark Ocean. He could even fight against the half-dragon emperor. Divine technique, Dark Soul Ambush! True God Tian Fei's expression was grim, and a weird undulation appeared in his soul. At this moment, True God Tian Fei stopped underestimating Zhao Feng. Since Zhao Feng's physical defense was so strong, he could only use a soul attack to kill Zhao Feng in case the other demigods of the Great Gone Lord dynasty attracted the attention of other demigods. In reality, it was just as True God Tian Fei expected. When Zhao Feng and True God Tian Fei started to fight, the shockwaves created by the battle attracted the attention of many intelligence agents. The situation here was quickly spread to the other provinces of the Great Gone Lord dynasty. When the dark and chaotic soul shockwave shot out from True God Tian Fei's soul, the profound and dark soul attack shot toward Zhao Feng with incredible speed, carrying with it the power to annihilate everything in its path. Hee, it's time to test out my soul eye bloodline techniques. Zhao Feng revealed a faint smile as he faced True God Tian Fei's powerful soul attack. After cultivating in seclusion for so long, all aspects of Zhao Feng's strength had increased by leaps and bounds. Up until now, Zhao Feng had only tried the sacred lightning body and the wind lightning raging finger. Smile? True God Tian Fei, who was filled with confidence, suddenly lost his confidence when he saw Zhao Feng reveal an abnormal smile. My soul intent is close to that of a true god. No one in the continent can withstand this soul attack. He's definitely just bluffing. True God Tian Fei tried to convince himself. However, right at this moment, a shocking eye intent appeared in Zhao Feng's left eye, and it made True God Tian Fei's expression change. When countless arcs of white lightning flashed in Zhao Feng's left eye, and a surge of destruction intent appeared along with a powerful soul undulation. Tribulation lightning eye flame! Zhao Feng extracted a certain amount of the power of God Tribulation lightning from his lightning soul body and gathered it in his left eye. Boom! A ball of twisting symbols of God Tribulation lightning burned like a flame and suddenly landed on True God Tian Fei's soul with a terrifying destructive soul aura. At the same time, True God Tian Fei's soul attack also landed on Zhao Feng's soul. When almost 5,000 symbols of God Tribulation lightning in Zhao Feng's lightning soul body flashed with a golden white light, and released a destructive power that could suppress ghosts and gods. Most of True God Tian Fei's soul attack was destroyed by the symbols of God Tribulation lightning. A small portion landed in Zhao Feng's left eye, but it was like a rock sinking into the ocean. There was no reaction at all. On the other side, True God Tian Fei had a splitting headache, and he screamed in pain. How is this possible? How can my soul attack be ineffective? Do you have a defensive divine weapon that protects your soul? True God Tian Fei looked at Zhao Feng in fear. Wind lightning eye flame! A surge of eye intent appeared from Zhao Feng's left eye. Boom! Another ball of God Tribulation lightning eye flame exploded in True God Tian Fei's head. Arg! True God Tian Fa's injuries hadn't completely healed yet, so he was once again destroyed by Zhao Feng's eye bloodline technique. At this moment, he was in so much pain that he wanted to die. Master, True God Tian Fa's soul has reached rank 3 True God. Although he was severely injured by you last time, and his soul intent is close to that of a true god, it will still be difficult to kill him, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon said within the misty spatial world. Rank 3 True God? Zhao Feng was slightly surprised. He didn't expect True God Tian Fa to be so strong at his peak. Furthermore, the soul of a true god was indeed very hard to kill. If that's the case, then all the more I can't let you live. Zhao Feng's expression changed, and a killing intent appeared. Zhao Feng would enter the ancient desolate realm of gods sooner or later. If True God Tian Fa returned to the ancient desolate realm of gods, he would definitely lead the force behind him to deal with Zhao Feng. True God Tian Fa could use his full strength in the ancient desolate realm of gods, and the force behind him wasn't something that Zhao Feng could fight. Illusion Soul Charge! Eye of Eye Soul! Forbidden Illusion Lost World! Zhao Feng circulated his god's spiritual eye and used all kinds of soul eye bloodline techniques to attack True God Tian Fa. Arg, stop! True God Tian Fa howled in pain. Right now, he was extremely regretful. He shouldn't have used soul attacks on Zhao Feng just now. He never would have thought that Zhao Feng didn't just have a strong soul defense. His soul attacks were even more shocking. One had to know that although True God Tian Fa's cultivation was low, his soul intent was close to that of a true god. At this moment, although the soul attacks that Zhao Feng used weren't able to destroy his soul, they did injure it to a certain extent, and he felt an unbearable pain in his soul. True God Tian Fa merged the spear in his hand with a surge of chaotic divine power and threw it out. Boom! Pun! The black dragon golden spear exploded when it neared Zhao Feng. Terrifying divine power engulfed heaven and earth as it spread in every direction. Whoosh! A triangular piece of metal appeared in Zhao Feng's hand. Zhao Feng had a huge advantage in terms of the soul, and True God Tian Fa wasn't able to fight back at all. However, in terms of the physical dimension, Zhao Feng had no other choice but to use a divine weapon to block True God Tian Fa's killing blow. Ding! The triangular piece of metal in Zhao Feng's hand turned into a black shield that blocked the storm of destruction. Dark Cloud Flash! True God Tian Fa's body turned into a ball of black mist that hid in the air and flashed away. That is... True God Tian Fa's eyes widened in shock when he saw the black shield in Zhao Feng's hand before he left. I didn't think that this item would be in your hands. True God Tian Fa instantly spat out a mouthful of blood. He never would have thought that the item he needed to complete his mission would be in Zhao Feng's hands. From the looks of it, Zhao Feng seemed to be able to use the ancient god's seal. Where do you think you're going? A wisp of hidden mental energy flashed through Zhao Feng's left eye as he left a mark of the god eye on True God Tian Fa. Come out! Zhao Feng immediately summoned the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. Yes, Master! The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon obviously understood what Zhao Feng meant. When the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon released the scarlet black draconic flame, and it turned into a giant black dragon that was 400 to 500 yards long. It carried Zhao Feng and turned into a streak of flame that chased after True God Tian Fa. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's level far surpassed True God Tian Fa's, but it was heavily injured, and its foundation was damaged in many areas. Sky-locking bow! A dark silver bow appeared in Zhao Feng's hand as he stood on the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's head. With a whoosh, a dark purple arrow pierced through the air and into True God Tian Fa's chest. With such a powerful flying steed, Zhao Feng only needed to focus on attacking. In the distant sky, a bald old man and a few martial monarchs flew across the sky at high speed. The bald elder was the Grand Elder of the Divine Wind Pavilion, and the Divine Wind Pavilion was a 3-star power in Yu Province. When the news of the battle near the Hall of Gods arrived at the Divine Wind Pavilion, the bald elder prepared to go and see what was going on. Right at this moment, a terrifying aura that shook heaven and earth appeared in the distance. Whoosh! A ball of dark light left behind a series of afterimages in the air. Voom! The Grand Elder of the Divine Wind Pavilion and the Emperors spat out a mouthful of blood as their bodies trembled. Who is that person? The bald Elder's heart shook. The Emperors behind him were stunned and hadn't recovered from their shock. In that instant just now, they felt as if they were already dead. Just as they were about to let out a breath, another giant black flame flashed through the air. The terrifying destructive aura was enough to kill late-stage sacred lords. A gigantic pitch-black dragon that was 400 to 500 feet long chased after the streak of dark light with raging flames. And on the head of this giant dragon stood a golden-haired man whose entire body flickered with dark golden lightning. His expression was cold, and his cold eyes were suffused with a piercingly cold, killing intent. He was like a dragon-riding god of war. That's the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. The bald elder's words were unclear, and his body trembled. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was a terrifying being that could bring disaster to the continent zone. However, he saw a figure standing on the head of the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. Isn't that the Grand Elder of the Hall of Gods, Zhao Feng? The bald elder couldn't believe that the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon that had a wisp of the Destruction Dragon race bloodline was willing to serve Zhao Feng. Chapter 1142. Sky-Locking Bow. Zhao Feng stood on the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's head and used the Sky-Locking Bow to continuously attack True God Tian Fa. At this moment, Zhao Feng was still a distance away from True God Tian Fa, so he could only rely on the Sky-Locking Bow to attack from a distance. With True God Tian Fa's current level, the Sky-Locking Bow wouldn't be able to do much damage to him, but if this continued, he would definitely be heavily injured and affect True God Tian Fa's speed. When Zhao Feng merged a surge of Soul Eye bloodline flame into the arrow formed by the Sky-Locking Bow. With a whoosh, the arrow traveled several dozen thousand miles and pierced through True God Tian Fa's chest. See! Soul-level damage! True God Tian Fa exclaimed. After taking some healing medicine, True God Tian Fa immediately used a spatial technique. Whoosh! True God Tian Fa turned into a ball of black mist that hid in the air and disappeared in a flash. Soon, a black flaming dragon with monstrous crimson draconic flames caught up to this place. Chase closely! Let's see how long he can run for! Lao Feng's expression became cold. Zhao Feng was using the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon to fly, while True God Tian Fa was running away with injuries. The situation was completely different. Within the continent zone, this pursuit extended from Yu Province all the way into the continent zone. Wherever it passed, the sky darkened, and mountains and rivers shattered. Of course, news of this battle had spread across the continent zone long ago, so the forces and sects that were about to reach all retreated in advance in case they were caught in a disaster. On this day, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon flew through the territory of the Dong family, one of the 8 big families. In the distance, the upper echelon of the Dong family looked at Zhao Feng in shock. I didn't expect it to be true. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon has been tamed by Zhao Feng. The Grand Elder of the Dong family was stunned. Even though he was personally witnessing this scene, he didn't dare to believe it. In everyone's eyes, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was the symbol of destruction and terror. However, at this moment, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had become the mount of a human? But who is the one being chased by Zhao Feng? I've never seen such a person in the continent zone before. The upper echelon of the Dong family obviously couldn't see True God Tian Fa's true appearance. However, even if no one recognized the person being chased by Zhao Feng, just the mount beneath Zhao Feng's feet was enough to shake the entire continent zone. Back then, the Sky Suspension Palace and the Grand Imperial Hall had been able to force the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon to escape even when they teamed up. During the Lord Dynasty War, Demigod Dragon Emperor personally fought the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, but it still managed to escape. It was hard to imagine just how much power and methods the Hall of Gods possessed to be able to capture the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon and tame it. Based on this alone, there was no force in the entire empire that could compare to them. When this matter is over, the Dong clan will also express our goodwill to the Hall of Gods. The Grand Elder of the Dong clan made a shocking decision. No one in the Dong clan objected to this. Apart from this pursuit, Demigod Dragon Emperor's true god tribulation was the focus of the Great Gone Lord dynasty. Qian Province, a barren land. The dark sky flickered with lightning from the 9 heavens. The earth trembled as surges of destructive god tribulation lightning intimidated all living beings within several dozen thousand miles. This was where Demigod Dragon Emperor was undergoing his tribulation. The 2 demigods of the Grand Imperial Hall guarded the north and west sides. The other members of the Grand Imperial Hall gathered in the southeast. The lightning in the sky slowly dimmed, and the destructive aura also started to fade. From the looks of it, Demigod Dragon Emperor succeeded. Luckily, nothing unexpected happened. The 2 demigods of the Grand Imperial Hall messaged. In the center of the god tribulation forbidden ground, Demigod Dragon Emperor, who was scorched black, opened his bright eyes. Success! After the baptism of the god tribulation lightning, a desolate aura of origin has formed in my body. Demigod Dragon Emperor was extremely excited. His soul could faintly feel that there was a mysterious land in the center of the vast fan universe. Although my sacred body was damaged by the god tribulation lightning, it will be able to transform into a divine body soon. Demigod Dragon Emperor inspected his tattered body and wasn't worried at all. Only when his sacred body transformed into a divine body would it be the safest for him to head to the ancient desolate realm of gods. At that time, it would be impossible for Demigod Dragon Emperor to stay in the continent zone even if he wanted to. There's still some time before my sacred body becomes a divine body. It's time for me to reform the Hall of Gods and shock the Great Gone Lord dynasty. Demigod Dragon Emperor had a smile on his face. Apart from the fact that his sacred body hadn't completely transformed into a divine body, Demigod Dragon Emperor had reached the level of a true god. At this moment, he was the strongest expert in the continent zone. Even Demigod Dark Dragon didn't dare to fight with him. Zhao Feng, just wait for True God Dragon Emperor's punishment. True God Dragon Emperor couldn't help but laugh. Right at this moment, True God Dragon Emperor suddenly felt a weird divine power aura. All of a sudden, a heaven-shaking aura of primordial god force descended upon them. The 2 demigods of the Grand Imperial Hall acted as if they were facing a great enemy. Whoosh! A cloud of dark light streaked across the void and disappeared into the horizon. That is, the expression of True God Dragon Emperor, who had just finished his god tribulation lightning, changed dramatically. With his current cultivation, he could obviously feel that the figure that just flew by was True God Tian Fa. True God Tian Fa isn't dead? True God Dragon Emperor instantly felt like he was sitting on pins and needles. True God Tian Fa's terrifying strength was still fresh in his mind. He had defeated all the demigods of the 2 lord dynasties by himself. He would never forget this kind of terror. At that instant, another destructive aura swept toward them like a pitch-black canopy. Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, Zhao Feng! True God Dragon Emperor's expression changed once more, and his eyes were filled with shock. He even suspected that his eyes were playing tricks on him. At this moment, Zhao Feng was standing on the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's head. Rumble! Boom! The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon instantly flew over this barren ground. What's going on? True God Dragon Emperor immediately asked the other members of the Grand Imperial Hall. Reporting to Grand Elder, this happened 2 months ago. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon seems to have been tamed by the Hall of Gods and is now Zhao Feng's mount. We still haven't found out the background of the person that Zhao Feng is chasing after. An upper echelon of the Imperial Skynet immediately reported to True God Dragon Emperor. They've been chasing after him for 2 months. True God Dragon Emperor's expression instantly froze, and waves started to churn in his heart. Zhao Feng had tamed the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon and fought with True God Tian Fa for 2 months. True God Dragon Emperor didn't expect that such a big thing would happen while he was in seclusion trying to break through to the heavenly divine realm. Zhao Feng, the ancient soul hall won't let you go if you dare to kill me. True God Tian Fa's aura was weak, and he was exhausted. After being chased by Zhao Feng for 2 months, no matter how many sacred medicines he ate, he was unable to recover from the severe injuries to his body and soul. At this moment, Zhao Feng was getting closer and closer to True God Tian Fa. Die! Zhao Feng had a cold expression as a triangular piece of metal appeared in his hand. Ding! Ding! The triangular piece of metal turned into a black metal bow. The bow was covered in green lines and flashed with a faint golden light. Zhao Feng poured his divine power into it and pulled on the black bowstring. Boom! A frightening black arrow light dragged along a pitch-black, violent hurricane as it charged forward. Not good, I can't dodge it! True God Tian Fa felt as if this arrow had locked onto him. This was the attack of a divine weapon. Although Zhao Feng was only at the late stages of the mystic light realm and his divine power wasn't pure, True God Tian Fa was heavily injured and didn't even have 40% of his original strength. Black Demon Wind Shield! True God Tian Fa burned his divine power and used a defensive secret technique. When a spinning black light shield appeared in front of True God Tian Fa. Pun! Pun! The next instant, Zhao Feng's arrow collided with it. Boom! Boom! True God Tian Fa's defensive secret technique was instantly shattered. Although True God Tian Fa expected this and retreated, he was still hit by the storm of destruction. Damn it, this means that I can only give up my body! True God Tian Fa was extremely conflicted. It took him a lot of effort to cultivate this body to the level of a sacred king. If his soul escaped and tried to take over another body, who knew how long it would take for him to recover to his peak? However, compared to death, True God Tian Fa still chose to take over another body. If True God Tian Fa was killed by a sacred lord from a lower dimension, he wouldn't be able to rest in peace. Just as True God Tian Fa was about to escape and take over another body, when a layer of rainbow-colored mystic light's sacred power appeared around True God Tian Fa. At this instant, heaven and earth seemed to tremble as countless elements moved through the air. Not good, this is the myriad forms dimension. True God Tian Fa's eyes shook, and fear appeared in his heart. All of True God Tian Fa's actions were seen by Zhao Feng's God's spiritual eye. How could he escape? At this moment, True God Tian Fa was trapped within Zhao Wan's myriad forms origin dimension. Although Zhao Wan was only at the late stages of the mystic light realm, he could become a sacred king at any time. Furthermore, the origin dimension of a descendant of the 8 great god eyes wasn't something that could be easily escaped from. Now is the time for you to die! Zhao Feng's God's spiritual eye saw through everything and locked onto True God Tian Fa within the myriad forms dimension. Tribulation Lightning Eye Flame! Countless arcs of white lightning flashed in Zhao Feng's left eye as a surge of soul-destroying intent appeared. At this moment, there were more than 5,000 symbols of God Tribulation Lightning in Zhao Feng's lightning soul body. If he used all of them on the Tribulation Lightning Eye Flame, what kind of power would it have? Zhao Feng's heart shook, and he became extremely excited. Boom! A ball of twisting symbols of God Tribulation Lightning burned like fire and exploded on True God Tian Fa's soul within the myriad forms dimension. At the same time that the Tribulation Lightning Eye Flame was unleashed, Zhao Feng pulled back the bowstring of the black metal bow. Whoosh! A black divine light arrow was suddenly shot out. On the other side, Zhao Wan put the origin dimension back at the critical moment so that it wouldn't be damaged. Boom! True God Tian Fa, who was in the middle of the Tribulation Lightning Eye Flame, was pierced by the bow-shaped ancient god seal. Zhe, a rank 3 true god actually died here. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon snickered. After being chased for 2 months, True God Tian Fa was heavily injured and had no chance of surviving against Zhao Feng's terrifying eye bloodline technique and divine weapon. At this moment, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon felt proud as Zhao Feng's steed. After the storm dissipated and confirming that true God Tianfa was dead, Zhao Feng's god's spiritual eye stopped circulating. Let's go! Zhao Feng waved his left arm and used the misty spatial world to teleport away. The members of the Imperial Skynet in the Grand Imperial Hall reported the result to True God Dragon Emperor on the day that the pursuit ended. True God Tianfa is dead! True God Dragon Emperor's breathing stopped for a moment. His eyes were dazed, and his mind went blank. Although True God Tianfa wasn't at his peak, he was still a powerful true god of the ancient desolate realm of gods, and yet he was killed by a mystic light realm sacred lord. Furthermore, it was also unbelievable that Zhao Feng was able to make the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon yield. With Zhao Feng's resources, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's strength would increase rapidly. True God Dragon Emperor originally wanted to teach the Hall of Gods a lesson after he became a true god before entering the ancient desolate realm of gods. However, at this moment, True God Dragon Emperor didn't even dare to think about it. I'll let him live for now. Once I enter the ancient desolate realm of gods and find the Imperial's ancestors, I'll teach him a lesson. True God Dragon Emperor harumphed coldly. Many true gods had entered the ancient desolate realm of gods after the Grand Imperial Hall was established. True God Dragon Emperor's first mission was to find the Imperial's ancestors. Chapter 1143. However, this was also because Zhao Feng's standards were too high. The cultivation resources and heaven-grade weapons within True God Tianfa's interspatial dimension were peerless treasures in the continent zone. True God Tianfa's interspatial dimension is also a substandard god weapon. Could True God Tianfa have come here to find the ancient god's seal? Sky Suspension Palace didn't have much ambition, and the Grand Imperial Hall was very low-key right now. They tolerated whatever the Hall of Gods did and turned a blind eye to it. At this moment, Zhao Feng only wanted him to guard the Hall of Gods for 30 years. After 30 years, he could head directly to the ancient desolate realm of gods. Then, Zhao Feng turned his attention to the other items. At that moment, Zhao Feng received news that the Grand Imperial Hall had a new demigod, and True God Dragon Emperor had already left for the ancient desolate realm of gods. 7th level of the Sacred Lightning Body. Of course, Zhao Feng wouldn't care about these things. Bai Qinghua would deal with them. Luckily, True God Tianfa is dead. This was also why the non-humans didn't do anything after the Dragon Emperor went to the ancient desolate realm of gods. One day, Zhao Wang returned to the Hall of Gods, and Zhao Feng pulled Zhao Wang into the misty spatial world. When he killed True God Tianfa, although the storage dimension of the substandard god weapon was damaged, it wasn't completely destroyed. The upper echelons of many forces in the Great Gan dynasty came to the Hall of Gods one after another. Some seemed to be requesting to become a subordinate force of the Hall of Gods. Originally, Kunyun was planning to break through to the heavenly divine realm in 100 years. Therefore, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon met the requirements to enter the ancient desolate realm of gods. As long as one had enough ancient desolate origin energy in their body, they would be able to sense the existence of the ancient desolate realm of gods. The last deal is this: after I leave, you will guard the Hall of Gods for 30 years. The reward is that you can enter the ancient desolate realm of gods early. This piece of metal was just a normal metal and didn't have much use. However, True God Tianfa had placed it in his storage dimension, which confused Zhao Feng. The ground where Zhao Feng stood suddenly collapsed, forming a huge pit that was hundreds of meters wide. The inside of the pit was charred black. Nan Gongxing's expression was solemn, as if he was unwilling to accept this. What? You want to break through to the heavenly divine realm? After a long time, Zhao Feng came to a conclusion. In just a short while, Zhao Feng had completely memorized the contents of these two divine-grade cultivation techniques. Then, he slowly comprehended them. On this day, Zhao Feng arrived at Kuan Yun's residence. 1 year later. Master, when are we leaving? Although these two cultivation techniques were not suitable for Zhao Feng, There were thousands of Daos, and they all had something in common. Eh? This is? My realm has naturally broken through to the Saint King realm. I want to make a final deal with you. After a few more days, Zhao Feng discovered that the Hall of Gods was even livelier than before. After the Dragon Emperor left, the royal family of the Great Qian dynasty also kept a low profile. You don't need to worry about this. His eye has the potential to become the 9th God Eye, and once the 9th God Eye fully matures. Yu Tianhao stared at the forbidden area where Zhao Feng was, and a sense of admiration rose in his heart. The last deal? The use of this piece of black metal was to sense the location of the ancient god's seal. Zhao Feng stared at the black ring in his hand. Now that his sacred lightning body had reached the 7th level, he had reached the level of a true god. Zhao Feng let out a breath. Even though he was continuously merging with the power of the evil god to increase his strength, he was still left far behind by Zhao Feng. He could only look at Zhao Feng's back. From the looks of it, true god Tian Fa used up most of his resources to reincarnate. After leaving the hall that Kuan Yun was in, Zhao Feng walked around the Hall of Gods and talked with Bai Qingwei, Supreme Emperor Dark Knight, Old Monster Su, and other people who were loyal to him. He also told them about this matter. Kuan Yun didn't even think and immediately agreed to Zhao Feng's suggestion. Limitless battle intent burned in Yu Tianhao's eyes. The chances of breaking through to the heavenly divine realm were higher in the ancient desolate realm of gods, and there were more rewards. Why wouldn't Kuan Yun accept such a good deal? Although the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was still a sacred king, its Destruction Dragon body was extremely strong. It wasn't any weaker than Zhao Feng's 7th level sacred lightning body. Zhao Feng was slightly disappointed. There wasn't anything in true god Tian Fa's interspatial dimension that attracted Zhao Feng's attention. True god Tian Fa seemed to be extremely shocked when he took out the ancient god's seal. Kuan Yun thought that Zhao Feng wouldn't need his help in the future. However, thinking about it, Zhao Feng's current strength was unrivaled in the Lord Dynasty, and he was the strongest expert in the Great Gone Lord Dynasty after Demigod Dragon Emperor. He remembered that when true god Tian Fa descended, Zhao Feng's ancient god's seal had undergone some sort of change. Zhao Feng's state of existence was slowly increasing. A while ago, there were only rumors in the Great Gone Lord Dynasty that the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had been tamed by Zhao Feng, but the evil god Mental Thought Body didn't personally witness it. After Kuan Yun heard all of this from his previous life as a demigod, he understood that this method was indeed possible. Zhao Feng was already preparing to enter the ancient desolate realm of gods. However, none of the divine techniques here were suitable for Zhao Feng. Kuan Yun's expression froze. Zhao Feng's divine sense entered it, and found that it was extremely empty. There were only some low-tier resources, weapons, and ancient books left. Continue cultivating. I'll allow you to recover to the demigod realm. As for why true god Tian Fa and the force behind him placed so much importance on the ancient god seal, Zhao Feng didn't know. It's just a normal metal item. Zhao Feng sighed. Some normal 2-star forces had to go through a strict selection process if they wanted to become a subsidiary force of the Hall of Gods. After all, even his master, ancient god Xie Yang, wasn't able to kill the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon and was only able to seal it. The rise of the Hall of Gods caused the strength of the Great Gone Lord Dynasty to slightly surpass the Dark Moon Lord Dynasty. Everything within 10,000 miles of where Zhao Feng was cultivating was like a dark world of lightning. Just by looking at it from afar, one could feel the terrifying pressure of lightning. Zhao Wang was slightly surprised and then looked at Zhao Feng. Zhao Feng circulated the 5 elemental wind lightning technique and quickly absorbed the energy within the herbs. The evil god Mental Thought Body's body shook, and respect appeared in its heart. Kuan Yun immediately knew that the reward Zhao Feng was talking about was giving him enough ancient desolate origin chi so that Kuan Yun could enter the ancient desolate realm of gods using this method. This small piece of black metal was extremely normal, but it attracted Zhao Feng's attention because it was similar to the divine weapon in Zhao Feng's hand, the ancient god seal. Zhao Feng then returned to the misty spatial world and started to enter seclusion. Zhao Feng opened his god's spiritual eye and closely inspected the small piece of metal. On a certain day, the Yu family of the 8 big families also came to the Hall of Gods. The most important requirement to enter the ancient desolate realm of gods was that one's state of existence had to at least reach the level of a demigod. Zhao Feng and Kun Yun then signed a blood contract. No, I'm going to the ancient desolate realm of gods to break through to the heavenly divine realm. However, after calming down, Kun Yun felt that he was too stupid. This amount should be enough. Many ancient resources floated in front of Zhao Feng within the misty spatial world. Zhao Feng came to a shocking conclusion after combining the clues from the battle between the true gods and the god corpse. Back in the imperial tombs, he and Zhao Feng were evenly matched, but now, Zhao Feng had become the number 1 person in the Lord dynasty. Okay. The expression of the evil god mental thought body within Nan Gongxing's body changed. Zhao Feng gave an interspatial dimension to Kun Yun. So strong! While the Hall of Gods was rapidly expanding and spreading across the entire Great Gone Lord dynasty, excitement flashed through the eyes of the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. Above the Heaven grade was the Divine grade. God tier techniques were also split into low tier, middle tier, high tier, and peak tier. What is it? At this moment, Zhao Feng remembered the scene of him fighting with true god Tian Fa. They're all peak tier heaven tier techniques, and there are even god tier techniques. Zhao Feng was only at the late stages of the mystic light realm. No matter how fast his cultivation speed was, how could he break through to the heavenly divine realm every 10 years? Even from several dozen thousand miles away, Xiao Wan could feel the terrifying physical pressure. A light flashed through Zhao Feng's eyes. As long as the Hall of Gods was given a few dozen years or even 10 years, their overall strength would be able to suppress the Grand Imperial Hall and Sky Suspension Palace. On the other side, Zhao Wan was also cultivating the Golden Kun's sacred lightning body. The two of them shared their experience, and their cultivation speed had reached an unprecedented level. 5,000 God Tribulation lightning symbols flashed within his lightning soul body and released a surge of destructive God Tribulation lightning that started to refine his sacred lightning body. Maybe I'll be able to enter the ancient desolate realm of gods soon. Zhao Feng calmly sat down and said with a faint smile. After saying that, Zhao Feng started to consolidate the sacred lightning body that had just broken through. Right now, the overall strength of the Hall of Gods is the same as the 2 4-star forces, but the Hall of Gods has more potential. Zhao Feng told Kun Yun his plan. In just a few days, Zhao Feng had comprehended many profound techniques from these 2 God-tier techniques. At the same time, his knowledge had increased. Rumble! Boom! This was the first thought that appeared in Kun Yun's mind. Zhao Feng, you're the person that I respect the most, but I will definitely catch up to you. Zhao Feng's eyes first locked onto a small piece of black metal. When at a certain moment, the bones in Zhao Feng's body started to crackle, and the dark yellow lightning tattoos on his skin started to release a stunning flash of lightning. After Zhao Feng rode the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon around the Continent Zone, the influence of the Hall of Gods in the Continent Zone was comparable to the 2 4-star forces, and it was even faintly surpassing them. Kun Yun's eyes were solemn as he inspected Zhao Feng. If true god Tian Fa escaped and returned to the ancient desolate realm of gods, then the force behind Zhao Feng would definitely target him. The remaining cultivation resources in the dimension weren't enough to catch Zhao Feng's eyes. Zhao Feng picked up some ancient books. I didn't expect Zhao Feng's strength to have reached such a level. He tamed the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, and even defeated true god Tian Fa. Zhao Feng picked up the 2 god-tier techniques in the interspatial dimension after cleaning them up, the 9 Heavens Dragon Destruction Spear and the Black Yuan Divine Technique. The Hall of Gods wasn't far away from Zhao Feng's goal of ruling the continent. Joy and excitement appeared on Zhao Feng's face. Almost no one in the continent zone was able to harm Zhao Feng at all. Zhao Feng told Kun Yun the contents of the trade. That's right. He does indeed have the aura of the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. Crack! Crack! Layers of dark yellow lightning surrounded Zhao Feng's body. Zhao Wan's aura of wind lightning suddenly increased, and a dark yellow sacred power of lightning surged through heaven and earth. The instant Zhao Feng returned to the Hall of Gods, in another hall within the Forbidden Grounds. Chapter 1144. Zhao Wang's cultivation talent wasn't very good, so he was only an early-stage sacred lord. However, from Zhao Feng's point of view, this was a good thing. This way, Zhao Wang would be able to cultivate in the ancient desolate realm of gods earlier and make up for his lack of talent. Zhao Feng, you're going to take them to the ancient desolate realm of gods as well? The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon looked at Zhao Wan and Zhao Wang in surprise. In reality, one could take others with them when entering the ancient desolate realm of gods. For example, the elder from the spiritual race had taken Zhao Yufei away. However, this would give the person entering the ancient desolate realm of gods double the spatial pressure. This meant that if Zhao Feng took another living being into the ancient desolate realm of gods, he would have to face the spatial pressure of two people. Therefore, all the true gods that entered the ancient desolate realm of gods in the history of the continent zone came alone. Zhao Feng's current state of existence had only reached the level of a demigod. If he took the little thieving cat, Zhao Wan, and Zhao Wang, he definitely wouldn't be able to smoothly reach the ancient desolate realm of gods. You don't need to worry about that. Zhao Feng obviously understood what the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon was worried about. Zhao Feng's consciousness entered the dimension of his god eye and touched a whirlpool within the mysterious golden ball. The next instant, Zhao Feng, Zhao Wan, and Zhao Wang all disappeared from the misty spatial world. Where did they go? The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's expression changed. At this instant, Zhao Feng and company completely disappeared from this dimension, and there were no auras in the outside world. Whoosh! Zhao Feng appeared in the misty spatial world once more, but Zhao Wan and Zhao Wang didn't appear this time. Master, where did you send them? The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon asked in surprise. Zhao Feng didn't reply and left the misty spatial world. Zhao Wan and Zhao Wang were clones created from Zhao Feng's soul, so it wasn't a big deal for them to know the secrets of the ancient dream realm. Furthermore, Zhao Feng believed that sending them into the ancient dream realm wouldn't affect Zhao Feng. Furthermore, Zhao Feng and the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon could carry the little thieving cat, so there wouldn't be much of a problem. Zhao Feng gave Bai Qingwei all the beasts in the misty spatial world. Most of these beasts had the strength of an emperor or sacred lord. They were completely useless against Zhao Feng. However, if they stayed in the Hall of Gods, they would become a powerful fighting force. Whoosh! Zhao Feng waved his arm, and his figure slowly faded in a layer of silver shadow. Nanlin Sea, Floating Dream Domain, Heavenly Zither Region. A golden-haired man suddenly descended upon the Sky Qin's sacred palace. This time, the entire Sky Qin's sacred palace no longer feared Zhao Feng. Instead, they looked at him with respect. Zhao Feng, you're here to see her again. The Sky Qin Palace Master grinned. There was only one reason why Zhao Feng would come to the Sky Qin's sacred palace. Zhao Feng chatted with the Sky Qin Palace Master for a bit before arriving at the forbidden grounds of the Sky Qin's sacred palace. Zhao Feng stood silently within the abyss covered in clouds as he gazed at an ancient and mysterious temple in front of him. Even Zhao Feng's golden eye wasn't able to see through this mysterious temple. Zhao Feng stood there for 3 days. However, what he didn't know was that on the 49th floor of the Samsara Ancient Sound Palace, Lu Qinin also stood there for 3 days as she looked at Zhao Feng with a gentle and reluctant gaze. At a certain moment, Zhao Feng's expression changed slightly. Qinin, if I have the chance, I will come back to see you. Zhao Feng had a calm expression as he said faintly. Since true god Tian Fa was able to descend upon the continent zone, this meant that Zhao Feng had a chance to return to the continent zone after entering the ancient desolate realm of gods. Whoosh! The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon appeared next to Zhao Feng. Hee, we're finally leaving this damned place. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon grinned and said. Yao Feng followed the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's instructions and gathered the ancient desolate origin aura deep within his body. At the same time, he released his divine sense and sensed the ancient desolate realm of gods. One from the center of the distant fan universe, a faint ripple came from it. A weird spatial ripple appeared around the two of them, and it gave off a faint ancient and desolate aura. Zhao Feng and the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's figures started to fade away in a weird spatial ripple before completely disappearing with a schwa. Apart from the few people that Zhao Feng had placed the Dark Heart seal on, no one else realized that the strongest expert of the continent zone, Zhao Feng, had completely disappeared from this dimension. On the peak of a certain mountain in the island zone next to the Sky Qin zone, an ancient and tall elder stood with his hands behind his back as he looked into the distance. The elder wore a black cloak that was as quiet as the night. His eyes seemed turbid, but they were as deep as the stars and radiated endless wisdom. A silver-black lazy cat laid on the elder's shoulder, and it seemed to be fast asleep. "He's finally left," the sixth warlock divine sage sighed. His deep eyes were looking in the direction of the Fan Luan ancient sound palace. "Qin, even I can't divine your fate." The sixth warlock divine sage had a complicated expression as he shook his head. "Big lazy cat, we should go back as well." Meow. The sleeping silver-black cat opened its tired eyes and gave a lazy yawn. "This is the pressure of passing through space," Zhao Feng said with difficulty. At this moment, Zhao Feng and the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon were surrounded by layers of dark silver. Every time they passed through a layer of dark silver, Zhao Feng and the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon would be hit by a terrifying spatial ripple. "Master, you and I are carrying the little thieving cat, so the pressure of passing through space is slightly greater and lasts longer." The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's body was in tatters. The dimension of the fan universe was boundless. At the center of the fan universe was an enormous piece of land called the ancient desolate realm of gods. There were countless continents of various sizes around the ancient desolate realm of gods, and the further one went, the smaller the specks of dust became. The area outside the ancient desolate realm of gods was called the outer dimension. Spatial distortions would often appear in the outer dimension, and powerful beings could feel a faint ripple of space quickly passing through this area and heading toward the ancient desolate realm of gods. Space suddenly started to twist in an old forest on the outskirts of the ancient desolate realm of gods. When two transparent figures gradually turned corporeal and appeared on the ground. One of them had long golden hair that shone like the sun, and it was abnormally dazzling under the blazing sun. The other male was covered in black dragon scales, and a smile that hadn't appeared in a long time appeared on his savage face. "What dense heaven-earth yuan qi!" The instant Zhao Feng appeared in this dimension, he felt the dense and even chaotic heaven-earth yuan qi. If he cultivated here, the effect would be the same as cultivating in a pile of supreme-grade primal crystal stones in the continent zone. Moreover, this heaven-earth yuan qi was extremely pure, as if it had been fused with an ancient aura. However, this was a place that had remained intact since the ancient era. Being in this dimension, Zhao Feng suddenly felt that the continent zone he was in seemed to be an illusory world. Here, his body felt more stable than ever, and it seemed to be cheering as a comfortable feeling spread through his entire body. Thump! 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 Zhao Feng's god's spiritual eye suddenly began to pulse. Zhao Feng felt that the god's spiritual eye was undergoing some sort of change. "That's right, those two!" Zhao Feng's consciousness entered the God-eye dimension and instantly arrived in the ancient dream realm. Two figures stood in front of Zhao Feng, Zhao Wang and Zhao Wan. But at this moment, the three of them were frozen in place as they felt the heaven-earth yuan qi madly surge in the ancient dream realm. The density of heaven-earth yuan qi and desolate origin energy in the ancient dream realm is increasing. While Zhao Feng was shocked, he was also overjoyed. Originally, the heaven-earth yuan qi in the ancient dream realm was only one level richer than the continent zone. The biggest benefit that Zhao Feng obtained from cultivating here was the ancient aura. But now, the density of heaven-earth yuan qi in the ancient dream realm was rapidly increasing, and it was even approaching the density of the ancient desolate realm of gods. As far as Zhao Feng's eyes could see, everything was silently changing. Let's not worry about this for now. Zhao Feng's consciousness took Zhao Wang and Zhao Wan away from the ancient dream realm. Black Serpent Dragon, where is this? Bao Feng immediately asked. Master, I don't know. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon replied. The ancient desolate realm of gods is extremely large. Even the area I've been to before probably isn't even 1,000th of the ancient desolate realm of gods. Just as Zhao Feng was about to question it, the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon revealed a respectful expression and spoke again. There's people ahead. Zhao Feng's gaze passed through 10,000 miles and saw a group of humanids. There were only a dozen or so people in this group, and most of them were peak-tier kings or emperors. Whoosh! Zhao Feng put the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon into the misty spatial world and then flew toward this group. While flying, Zhao Feng felt that the laws of space in the ancient desolate realm of gods were extremely similar to the ancient dream realm. His speed was greatly suppressed, and it was like comparing a turtle to a rabbit in the continent zone. The group that was flying quickly stopped. Who are you? A middle-aged male with the head of a goat and the body of a human stood on a green-winged wolf. His expression was slightly pale white, and he instantly became wary. This middle-aged male had reached the early-stage Sacred Lord realm, and he was the strongest expert in the group. There was a carriage behind the green-winged wolf. The curtain opened, and a female with a pair of green horns and a face as white as jade closely inspected Zhao Feng. This one used a damaged teleportation array to teleport to an unknown place. I just want to ask where this place is. Zhao Feng concealed his aura and asked with a kind expression. He's not from the giant spirit deer race? A sigh sounded from the group. This is the Red Maple Forest ruled by the Sky Feather Island Lord. The middle-aged male inspected Zhao Feng in confusion. Never heard of it. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's voice sounded from within the misty spatial world. I wonder if there are any populated areas nearby. I want to buy a map. Zhao Feng asked once more. Zhao Feng only wanted to find a place to stay for the time being. Furthermore, this place was a forest with a circumference of tens of thousands of miles. Apart from a few demonic beasts, there was no one else. This area is filled with deadly beasts, and we're heading toward the blazing fire golden sheep race in the western part of the Red Maple Forest. If this young sir doesn't mind, he can come with us. The woman with a pair of green horns on her head said in a slow voice. Lady Linner, how can we bring anyone else? Furthermore, this person is so young, and his strength. The leading middle-aged male immediately tried to persuade her. Uncle Qing, let's help this young sir. He doesn't seem like a bad person. Yu Linner looked at the slightly helpless Zhao Feng. Thank you very much. Zhao Feng walked into the group before the two of them could come to a decision. Uncle Qing looked at Zhao Feng with dissatisfaction and sighed. Lady Linner was just too kind. It wasn't easy to tell whether someone was a good person or a bad person. Now, he could only hope that Zhao Feng wasn't some minor character. Chapter 1145. Let's go! Uncle Qing said helplessly. The group then continued on their way. Master, this is the Green Jade Sheep race, a race that just entered the 10,000 ancient races. From the looks of it, they were attacked by an enemy race and can only move to another area. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon explained to Zhao Feng. There were no countries or lord dynasties in the ancient desolate realm of gods. There were only races and forces of various sizes. The strong preyed on the weak in the ancient desolate realm of gods was even more prominent, and there were fights between races in different areas. The fate of the weak was always in the hands of the strong. The Green Jade Sheep race was defeated in a battle with the giant Spirit Deer race, and they were currently escaping to another area. Hearing this, Zhao Feng couldn't help but sigh. 3-star forces were considered enormous in the continent zone, and it was extremely rare for 3-star forces and sects to fight against each other. Zhao Feng then looked at the carriage in front of him. The people in the carriage were obviously of the main bloodline of the green jade sheep race. Yuliner wasn't even 30 years old yet, but she was already an emperor. Next to Yuliner was an even younger youth. This youth is probably only 16 years old, but he's already at the small origin core realm. Zhao Feng's gaze passed through the carriage, and he was slightly shocked. If this youth was in the continent zone, he would probably be a prodigy and miracle. One had to know that when Zhao Feng was 16, he was still at the ascended realm, and he was one of the younger ones amongst those of the same cultivation. From the looks of it now, it would be a humiliation for Zhao Feng to bring his results back to the ancient desolate realm of gods. Zhao Feng then inspected the other people in the group. The members of the green jade sheep race were all kings and emperors, but their auras were extremely condensed and thick. Their eyes flashed with sharpness. It was obvious that their foundations were extremely stable, and they had experienced a lot of battles and were very experienced. The peak-tier kings of the green jade sheep race are much stronger than normal emperors in the continent zone. Zhao Feng couldn't help but smile and become even more curious about the ancient desolate realm of gods. I'm called Manzi. Brother, where did you come from? At this moment, a male from the green jade sheep race next to Zhao Feng greeted Zhao Feng. This one is Zhao Feng. I was once at the western border of the ancient desolate realm of gods. Zhao Feng's expression did not change as he followed the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's instructions. According to Zhao Feng's perception, this barbarian came to strike up a conversation with Zhao Feng at Uncle Qing's instruction. Naturally, his purpose was to learn more about Zhao Feng. That's a bit far. Sky Feather Island is at the northern edge of the ancient desolate realm of gods. Manzi revealed an expression of worry for Zhao Feng. However, since Brother Zhao dares to come out alone, your strength must be extraordinary. Manzi carefully sized up Zhao Feng. He couldn't sense a strong primordial bloodline aura from Zhao Feng. If one didn't have a primordial bloodline, their cultivation talent would be much weaker. However, the fact that Zhao Feng was alone at such a young age made some of the members of the green jade sheep race surprised. Some of the regions in the ancient desolate realm of gods were occupied by the major races, while others were dangerous lands that were usually occupied by rare beasts or natural disasters. Without enough strength, one would have to pay a toll when entering the territory of other races or forces. If one accidentally entered the territory of beasts, they would be attacked and killed. Right at this moment, the sound of something flying sounded in the sky. Following this, a ferocious beastly aura surged forward. Several dozen giant azure birds had rotted wings, revealing some eerie white bones. They stared fiercely at the members of the green jade sheep race. It's a green death bird. Pay attention and protect young mistress and young master. Uncle Qing immediately exclaimed. The aura of the entire group suddenly changed, and a strong surge of battle intent and cold killing intent spread. Uncle Qing led 8 people and charged out. The remaining people guarded the carriage. How dare you attack the green jade sheep race? Uncle Qing roared and waved the dark green spear in his hand, sending out several rays of golden light. Green Azura strike. Green light slash. The other members of the green jade sheep race attacked together with Uncle Qing. Most of these green death birds were emperors. Although the green jade sheep race didn't have many people, with Uncle Qing present, nothing would happen. The green death birds were soon at a disadvantage, and more than half of them were killed. The remaining green death birds started to retreat. Continue on our way, Uncle Qing said. The group then continued on their way. We've let Brother Zhao see a joke. Now that the green jade sheep race has fallen to such a level, even the green death birds dare to attack us. Manzi next to Zhao Feng sighed. No, doesn't the green jade sheep race have mystic light realm experts? They're still a 3-star race. Zhao Feng said with a smile. Brother Zhao, stop making fun of us. 3-star races are just at the bottom of the ancient desolate realm of gods. With the current population of the green jade sheep race, they're probably the weakest of the 3-star races. Manzi was slightly annoyed by what Zhao Feng just said. Zhao Feng paused for a moment. 3-star powers were just at the bottom of the ancient desolate realm of gods. Although Zhao Feng had some understanding of the situation in the ancient desolate realm of gods, a 3-star power shouldn't have no status here. Master, that is indeed the case. In the ancient desolate realm of gods, 2-star and 3-star races are at the bottom. They're basically tools for other powerful races and forces to steal resources. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon said. Only a 4-star race like the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race can be considered a powerful force in the ancient desolate realm of gods. Admiration flashed through Manzi's eyes when he mentioned the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race. Their destination this time was the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race. Lao Feng's expression became grim. The 3-star races in the ancient desolate realm of gods were at the bottom. If Zhao Feng wanted a more detailed map, he would have to go to the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race that Manzi was talking about. Zhao Feng was only able to confirm his direction after obtaining the map. His main goal was obviously to find Zhao Yufei. His secondary goal was to join a powerful force in the ancient desolate realm of gods, obtain cultivation resources, and increase his strength. After all, although Zhao Feng wasn't very weak after coming to the ancient desolate realm of gods, he wasn't very strong. In the blink of an eye, a month passed. In this period of time, the Green Jade Sheep race was attacked by 5 groups of beasts. The worst time was when they met a sacred lord-level black and white illusion scale snake. In the end, Uncle Qing and the disciples of the Green Jade Sheep race paid a price to defeat it. Uncle Qing, come inside and rest. Yulena was slightly worried. Uncle Qing's injuries worsened as he fought against the black and white illusion scale snake. Don't worry, these small injuries can't do anything to me. We'll reach the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race in 5 days. Uncle Qing squeezed out a smile. As long as they entered the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race, the Green Jade Sheep race would be able to recover and take back the territory that the Giant Spirit Deer race had taken. Zhao Feng's eyes twinkled as he looked at the pitch-black sky. Roar! At that instant, a ferocious beastly aura filled the surroundings. All the members of the group felt as if they had fallen into an ice cavern, and their bodies couldn't help but tremble. This aura is late-stage mystic light realm. Uncle Qing's expression changed, and his face became pale white and helpless. A giant black-armored eagle swept over with a gust of cold black wind. The entire group was like a candle in the wind in front of the black-armored eagle, and they started to sway. The black-armored eagle circled in the air above the Green Jade Sheep race and stared at them with cold, mocking eyes. It's a black-scaled ice eagle? What do we do, Uncle Qing? The other members of the Green Jade Sheep race didn't know what to do, and they all looked at Uncle Qing. After all, Uncle Qing was the strongest expert here. Protect young lady and young master with our lives. Uncle Qing revealed a fierce expression as he looked unwillingly at Zhao Feng and messaged, Brother Zhao, please ride the green-winged giant wolf and take the young lady and young master of the Green Jade Sheep race to the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race. At that time, the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race will not mistreat Brother Zhao. The Green Jade Sheep race was in such big trouble, so he obviously didn't expect an outsider to fight to the death with them. Therefore, Uncle Qing hoped that Zhao Feng would protect Yulin and the other young master to the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race, and he offered great rewards. Even if these two have the direct bloodline of the Green Jade Sheep race, the 4-star Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race won't even look at them properly. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon said with a smile. It was obvious that Uncle Qing was lying to Zhao Feng. The Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race wouldn't give Zhao Feng anything if Zhao Feng brought the direct bloodline of the Green Jade Sheep race safely. Zhao Feng didn't reply to Uncle Qing. He only looked up at the black-scaled ice eagle in the sky. Seeing that Zhao Feng didn't agree, Uncle Qing guessed that Zhao Feng might know that he was lying to him. Is the heavens going to destroy the Green Jade Sheep race? Uncle Qing had a hateful expression as he looked at the black-scaled ice eagle in the sky. However, right at this moment, a golden-purple light flashed through the black-scaled ice eagle's eyes. Screech! The black-scaled ice eagle suddenly screeched in fear. The black-scaled ice eagle stopped in midair and lowered its head as if it was apologizing. The black-scaled ice eagle then flapped its wings and quickly flew away. The entire green jade sheep race was stunned on the spot with blank expressions. Only Uncle Qing and Yulin in the carriage glanced at Zhao Feng subconsciously. That faint surge of eye bloodline power just now. Uncle Qing's heart shook. When the black-scaled ice eagle showed itself, he felt a surge of eye bloodline power from Zhao Feng's body. Although that surge of eye bloodline power was faint, it was extremely strong. If his guesses were correct, the golden-haired male that entered the Green Jade Sheep Races group might be a peak Mystic Light Realm expert. Only a peak Mystic Light Realm expert would be able to push back a late-stage Mystic Light Realm black-scaled ice eagle with an invisible force. Young mistress, you also felt it? Uncle Qing messaged Yulin. Yulin had a secret treasure passed down from her ancestors and should have sensed Zhao Feng's attack. Only Uncle Qing and young Master Xiao knew that. Don't say it. This senior doesn't have any ill intentions. Yulin looked at Zhao Feng with gratitude in her eyes. Let's continue on our way, Uncle Qing said at this moment. The group from the Green Jade Sheep Race then reorganized themselves and prepared to continue forward. They would arrive at their destination in 5 days. What happened just now? I didn't think that the black-scaled ice eagle would let us go. The members of the group chatted with each other. At this moment, Yulin walked out of the carriage. Young Master Zhao, why don't you come and rest in the carriage? I hope you don't mind the trouble we've caused along the way. Yulin's face was pretty and slightly immature. She had a pair of jade-like horns that glittered faintly. Chapter 1146. Young Sir Zhao, why don't you come into the carriage and rest for a bit? I hope you don't mind the trouble along the way, Yulin said shyly. Except for Uncle Qing, the rest of the team members were all dumbfounded. Why would the young miss invite a human into her carriage so rashly? Although Yulin had invited Uncle Qing to rest before, Uncle Qing was the strongest expert in the race, and he had escorted young lady to the blazing fire golden sheep race. On the other hand, this human didn't contribute at all. When the Green Jade Sheep Race was attacked, he didn't help either. This made the other members of the Green Jade Sheep Race have an extremely bad impression of Zhao Feng. However, young lady had invited this person into the carriage. This made the other members of the Green Jade Sheep Race confused. Does young lady like this person? A member of the Green Jade Sheep Race guessed. There wasn't much discrimination between bloodline races in the ancient desolate realm of gods. After all, there were countless bloodline races in the ancient desolate realm of gods. Some powerful bloodline races only had a few hundred or a few dozen people left, so it was very common for people outside of their bloodline to marry. Sure. Zhao Feng hesitated for a moment before agreeing. The material of the carriage was extremely special, and it contained a barrier that blocked the outside world. When they entered, Zhao Feng smelled a faint fragrance that seemed to have the effect of calming one's mind. Thank you for saving us just now, Senior. The Green Jade Sheep Race is extremely grateful. Yulin had a respectful expression as she bowed. If it wasn't for the fact that Zhao Feng scared the black-scaled ice eagle away, the entire Green Jade Sheep Race would have been destroyed. Lu Yun, greet Senior. Yulin urged her little brother. Greetings, Senior. The young master of the Green Jade Sheep Race revealed a respectful expression and immediately bowed. In his eyes, his sister's cultivation was already extremely high. Someone that his sister called Senior was definitely amazing. It's just a small matter. Zhao Feng didn't mind at all. This was all karma. If Yulin hadn't helped Zhao Feng back then, how could Zhao Feng have helped them pass through this calamity? Senior, the purpose of this trip is to find a detailed map? Yulin asked. That's right, Zhao Feng said directly. Senior, if you don't mind, you can take a look at the map of the Green Jade Sheep Race. Yulin pointed her finger at Zhao Feng and shot a ball of light into the space between his eyebrows. In the next moment, a huge map appeared in Zhao Feng's mind. This map only describes the area outside of Sky Feather Island. It probably doesn't even cover 1% of a region. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's voice sounded. The ancient desolate realm of gods was vast, so the maps there were extremely precious. They were important items to every bloodline race, and they would normally not be easily revealed to outsiders. The ancient desolate realm of gods was split into 18 zones, and each zone was at least 1,000 times bigger than the continent zone. At this moment, the Sky Feather Island depicted on the map of the Green Jade Sheep race was the size of the entire Great Gone Lord dynasty. An island is equivalent to a great Qian dynasty. Yao Feng was still shocked after hearing the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's story. He didn't dare to believe it. No wonder the entire team hadn't reached their destination after traveling for 2 months. It turned out that Sky Feather Island had such a large area. Does Miss Lin know which zone of the ancient desolate realm of gods Sky Feather Island belongs to? Xiao Feng asked. Zone? I've heard Father talk about the Gulong zone before, but I'm not sure about anything else. Yulina was stunned. Her father had said that anyone who mentioned the word zone was almost always an expert of the ancient desolate realm of gods. In the past few years, Zhao Feng was the first person to mention the word zone to her, so Yulina couldn't help but feel even more respect for Zhao Feng. Hee, so it's the Gulong zone. This little girl actually knows what zone she's in. Looks like she's not completely ignorant. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon teased. Zhao Feng rolled his eyes at the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. The Green Jade Sheep race was a 3-star power, so why did they seem like a normal village in the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's eyes? However, according to the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's description, Xiao Feng understood just how big the ancient desolate realm of gods was. For a 3-star race like the Green Jade Sheep race, the largest area they had ever been to was around Sky Feather Island. Therefore, this map only covered this area. Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, how long will it take to reach the zone of the spiritual race from here? Xiao Feng had a guess in his mind, but he still asked. With your current speed, it'll take at least 1,000 years. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon said with a smile. More than 1,000 years. Xiao Feng's mind buzzed. He hadn't even cultivated for 50 years. But if there weren't any accidents, it would take more than 1,000 years to reach the spiritual race where Zhao Yufei was. Furthermore, the ancient desolate realm of gods is filled with danger. Many areas are taken over by powerful forces and races. There's no way you can pass. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon laughed and said, Therefore, you should first join a race or force and raise your strength to the heavenly divine realm. Only true gods have the basic right to travel across large zones. This time, Zhao Feng had learned something. Only true gods had the basic right to travel across zones. From the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon's words, he once again felt the importance of strength. Without strength, it would be hard to move forward. Okay, then I'll temporarily stay at the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race. Ever since Zhao Feng had dominated the continent zone, Zhao Feng had been too ambitious. Now that the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had told him the general situation of the ancient desolate realm of gods, Zhao Feng once again felt how minuscule he was. It was as if he had returned to the time when he was fighting for his life. Senior, have you found the way home yet? Yulin asked. I found it, but it's a bit far. I'll probably have to stay at the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race for a while. Zhao Feng smiled helplessly. The size of the ancient desolate realm of gods exceeded Zhao Feng's imagination. The strong preyed on the weak in every aspect of the ancient desolate realm of gods. Yulina's expression became slightly sad, but it soon became bright again. She originally thought that this senior was much stronger than Uncle Qin and might be able to help the Green Jade Sheep race take back their territory. However, she immediately understood that it was more suitable for her to do this herself as a member of the Green Jade Sheep race. At this moment, a faint golden light flashed through Zhao Feng's eyes. Yulin, who was within the carriage, also seemed to sense something. Several dozen experts from the giant spirit deer race were chasing after the Green Jade Sheep race when the curtain was lifted. The leader was an elder in yellow clothes. He had an arrogant expression, and his eyes were like lightning as he stood on a large flying beast with his hands behind his back. The aura of a mystic light realm radiated from his body, and an invisible magnificent power covered the green jade sheep race. Only then did the green jade sheep race's speed become slower and slower until they finally stopped. The moment they saw the old man, Uncle Ching and Yuliner's eyes were filled with anger. The other members of the giant spirit deer race panicked and didn't know what to do. This elder was the second elder of the giant spirit deer race. He was extremely vicious in the battle against the green jade sheep race, and he had killed the most members of the green jade sheep race. Hee, I still managed to catch up to you. The elder in yellow revealed an excited and cold smile. The green jade sheep race had almost entered the territory of the blazing fire golden sheep race. However, since he had caught up, all the members of the green jade sheep race would die. Giant spirit deer race! Uncle Ching revealed a murderous intent. He wanted to charge up and kill this elder of the giant spirit deer race. However, he had traveled a long distance and dealt with many dangerous beasts. He was heavily injured and wasn't a match for this elder. Most of the other members of the giant spirit deer race had admitted defeat, and their overall strength was several levels higher than the green jade sheep race. Kill them all! The elder in yellow had an arrogant expression as he said coldly. The members of the giant spirit deer race behind him instantly circulated their true yuan and prepared to slaughter. The green jade sheep race does indeed have a blood feud with you, but there's an esteemed guest in this carriage. Don't go overboard. At this moment, Yuliner walked out of the carriage and said angrily, Ha ha ha, why don't you say that there's a peak stage mystic light realm expert or a true god in your carriage? The elder in yellow laughed and completely ignored Yuliner's words. If the green jade sheep race really had an esteemed guest, they wouldn't have been slaughtered by the giant spirit deer race. At this moment, the members of the two races had completely started fighting. Before the elder in yellow could even attack, the members of the giant spirit deer race had already surrounded the members of the green jade sheep race. Although this carriage had an array protecting it, it was still damaged by the shockwaves of the battle and kept on shaking. Right at this moment, the beast under the yellow-robed elder's feet suddenly rose into the air, and a heavy pressure of a mystic light realm pressed forward. Senior, please help the green jade sheep race overcome this calamity. At this moment, Yuliner panicked and knelt in the air. She had no other choice but to put her hopes on Zhao Feng. Fuck off! Right at this moment, a calm and dignified voice suddenly sounded from within the carriage. An invisible force of thunder and lightning spread out in all directions, completely drowning out the sounds in all directions. The elder in yellow who had just jumped up was forced to stop in the air and spat out a mouthful of blood. He stared at the carriage with shock and disbelief. The bodies of the other members of the giant spirit deer race shook, and they spat out mouthfuls of blood as they flew back in every direction. Their bodies shattered. At the same time, the members of the green jade sheep race were dazed as their minds buzzed. They didn't understand what was going on. Heaven and earth became deathly silent. This... Senior, please spare me! The elder in yellow's heart shook. At this moment, he remembered the esteemed guest that Yuliner had mentioned before. He didn't think that it really existed. That mysterious esteemed guest had used just one word to severely injure his body and soul and kill all the other members of the giant spirit deer race. He could only think of a peak mystic light realm expert with such terrifying strength. Everyone from the green jade sheep race finally thought of Zhao Feng in the carriage, and they all took in cold breaths. Yuliner finally let out a breath and looked gratefully at Zhao Feng in the carriage. He had a calm expression, and his eyes were closed, as if he didn't want to care about what was happening in the outside world. Everyone, kill this person and take revenge for our race! At this moment, Yuliner revealed a determined expression as she looked at the elder in yellow. Kill the second elder of the giant spirit deer race! Kill him and take revenge for our race! All the members of the green jade sheep race instantly charged out. The heavily injured elder in yellow didn't even have time to run, and he died after being chased by the members of the Green Jade Sheep race for a while. Continue on our way! Xiao Feng's voice sounded from within the carriage. Chapter 1147. Let's continue on our way! Xiao Feng's voice sounded from within the carriage at this moment. Young Sir Lu Yun of the Green Jade Sheep race was next to Xiao Feng. His eyes sparkled as he looked at Xiao Feng with extreme passion. Although he was young, he knew a bit about his family. It was because of the giant spirit deer race's slaughter that his parents died, and he had to escape with his older sister to another place. Furthermore, in the ancient desolate realm of gods, the strong were respected, and all races had a natural passion for the strong. Thank you, Senior! Yu Lin slowly calmed down and entered the carriage. Originally, with this senior's strength, he could have easily killed the second elder of the giant spirit deer race. However, this senior only heavily injured him and had the members of the Green Jade Sheep race do it. Yu Lin was extremely grateful to Xiao Feng for this. At this moment, the members of the Green Jade Sheep race placed their attention on the senior within the carriage. No one had expected that the seemingly weak and cowardly man who had joined the team midway was actually a peerless expert. The members of the Green Jade Sheep race that had treated Xiao Feng coldly before were filled with fear and regret. Senior Zhao's strength is indeed extraordinary, or else he wouldn't be traveling by himself. Manzi had an expression of respect. Let's go! The group continued on their way after they finished organizing themselves. However, the atmosphere of the group was extremely heavy after this incident. There wasn't much conversation along the way. A few days passed quickly. Because this place was close to the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race's territory, they didn't encounter any attacks from beasts. Senior, we're here! Yu Lin was slightly cautious. Xiao Feng's eyes slowly opened, and a powerful soul aura began to radiate from him. Although Xiao Feng didn't cultivate much on the way, Zhao Wan and Zhao Wan didn't stop within the misty spatial world. Xiao Feng found that when Zhao Wan and Zhao Wan's soul intent increased, his soul intent would also increase. Furthermore, as long as the three of them weren't too far apart, their soul intent could be transferred between each other. After all, it's a soul cultivation art. Even if I treat it as a clone secret art, it will still be helpful to my soul, Xiao Feng thought to himself. In this way, the weakening of Xiao Feng's soul when he split his soul was completely negligible. I'll enter the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race with you, Xiao Feng said indifferently. After all, Xiao Feng was alone, and his identity was questionable. It would be much easier to enter the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race with the Green Jade Sheep race. Walking out of the carriage, Xiao Feng saw a continuous stretch of golden palaces, majestic and magnificent, emitting an ancient battle intent. The members of the Green Jade Sheep race stood respectfully as excitement and yearning flashed through their eyes. Who are you? At this moment, two members of the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race flew over. These two clansmen were bulky, with long golden-red hair and a pair of golden-red jade horns on their heads. Their eyes were cold. We are from the Green Jade Sheep race, and we are here on the orders of our seniors to request an audience with Elder C. Uncle Qing had a solemn expression as he handed over a letter. Normally, normal 3-star races didn't have the right to join a 4-star force in the Red Maple Forest. However, the patriarch of the Green Jade Sheep race had a relationship with an upper echelon member of the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race. This time, the Green Jade Sheep race had brought a token to the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race to seek protection from this elder sea. Whoosh! A member of the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race quickly returned to the race. A member of the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race standing guard in front of them took out a token, read a message, and then led them into the territory of the race. Xiao Feng inspected his surroundings along the way. Although the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race was a 4-star power, it wasn't something that pseudo 4-star powers like the Grand Imperial Hall and Sky Suspension Palace could compare to. After all, a true 4-star power needed a true god. The true god of the blazing fire golden sheep race alone could probably sweep across all the pseudo 4-star powers in the continent zone. Furthermore, most of the adult disciples of the blazing fire golden sheep race were at the initial stages of the void god realm, and most of the inner disciples were at least at the peak stages of the void god realm. An early stage void god realm was the same as a normal king, and a peak stage void god realm was the same as an emperor of the continent zone. There were no kings, emperors, or sacred lords in the ancient desolate realm of gods. After all, an initial stage void god realm could only be counted as a lower middle member of the blazing fire golden sheep race. Even a peak stage void god realm could only be counted as an upper middle member. How could someone with such status be considered a king or an emperor? All of you can stay here for now. Elder C will see you when he has the time. This disciple didn't even look at them and left after saying a few words. From his point of view, even if he was just a gatekeeper, he was much nobler than the upper echelon members of these 3-star powers. The members of the green jade sheep race looked at the tattered buildings in front of them with unsatisfied expressions. This treatment was comparable to the workers of the blazing fire golden sheep race. Everyone, stay here for now. At least we're safe now, Uncle Ching said with a smile. In this world, if one didn't have the strength, they could only endure. In front of the blazing fire golden sheep race, a dozen or so people like them were extremely small. It was already very polite of them to let them in and arrange a place for them to stay. Senior, sorry for troubling you, Yuliner said apologetically. It's fine. Zhao Feng didn't mind at all. He picked a random building and started to cultivate. The heaven-earth yuan qi in the ancient desolate realm of gods is several times denser than in the continent zone, and the heaven-earth yuan qi in this 4-star family is even denser. Zhao Feng gave a faint smile. This was practically the best cultivation ground Zhao Feng had ever encountered in his entire life. Any 4-star power in the ancient desolate realm of gods will definitely have a crystal vein, which is why the heaven-earth yuan qi here is so dense and pure. The black destruction serpent dragon laughed, and said within the misty spatial world. So that's how it is. Zhao Feng suddenly understood why the difference between the 3-star and 4-star powers in the ancient desolate realm of gods was so big. A large crystal vein was enough to change the fate of an entire race. However, without great strength, how could one protect a crystal vein? This caused the strong races in the ancient desolate realm of gods to be monstrous, while the weak races were like dust. 4-star powers and forces were one of the barriers. 3-star powers were the lowest existences in the ancient desolate realm of gods, and 2-star powers were like ants. However, once one became a 4-star race, they would become a ruler and rule over all the 3-star and 2-star powers in their territory. I've taken over a substandard god crystal vein in the ancient dream realm. Zhao Feng felt smug. Zhao Feng was using this substandard god crystal vein for 2 things. One was to provide resources for his own cultivation, and the other was to nurture the ancient races in the ancient dream realm. Zhao Feng circulated the 10,000 divine thoughts technique and started to cultivate. Right now, Zhao Feng's main goal was to consolidate his cultivation. After coming to the ancient desolate realm of gods, Zhao Feng felt that there was still a lot of room for improvement, so he wasn't in a rush to break through to the peak stages of the mystic light realm. On the other hand, Zhao Feng's sacred lightning body had reached the 7th level and was a true god. It would be hard for it to improve in a short period of time. Zhao Feng took out a few substandard god crystals and some precious ancient resources and circulated the 5 elemental wind lightning technique to absorb them. This was his first time cultivating in the ancient dream realm of gods, and Zhao Feng felt extremely smooth. His cultivation speed doubled, and surges of dense heaven-earth yuan qi merged into Zhao Feng's body. Zhao Feng was also able to make better use of the medicinal effects of these resources. On the other hand, the heaven-earth yuan qi in the misty spatial world was the same as the outside world. Zhao Wan, the little thieving cat, and the black destruction serpent dragon were all cultivating. Zhao Wang's cultivation was the lowest among them, but this gave him a chance to solidify his foundation. On the other side, the little thieving cat had been cultivating ever since it entered the ancient desolate realm of gods, and this surprised Zhao Feng. Upon closer inspection, Zhao Feng felt that the ancient bloodline aura within the little thieving cat's body was becoming clearer, and the little thieving cat's cultivation was rapidly increasing. As expected, this thieving cat's origins aren't simple. It even has such a unique bloodline. While cultivating, Zhao Feng used a part of his consciousness to observe the little thieving cat. Because his cultivation was extremely smooth and no one was disturbing him, Zhao Feng remained in seclusion. Time flowed like water, and a month soon passed, but the green jade sheep race still hadn't seen the so-called Elder Sea. One day, Zhao Feng finally opened his eyes when he heard many anxious voices outside. There were many buildings within the blazing fire golden sheep race. Apart from that, there were also martial arts fields and sparring stages. At this moment, several hundred members of the blazing fire golden sheep race were gathered at the edge of a large martial arts field. Of course, there were also disciples of other races. The forces behind these disciples had paid a huge price to send them to the blazing fire golden sheep race to cultivate. In the middle of the crowd, Lu Yun of the green jade sheep race had blood dripping from his mouth as he looked around helplessly and panicked. "Brat, what race are you? How come I've never seen you before?" A youth in white with golden red goat horns had a playful smile on his face. "He couldn't have snuck in, right?" A big-headed youth in green next to the youth in white said with a serious expression. Beside him, a few of his followers immediately agreed. These disciples were all juniors of the blazing fire golden sheep race's elders or deacons. The youth in white was called Si Jinhua, and he was a junior of second elder Si Luan. These disciples with power often bullied the other disciples of the race, and they would find trouble with anyone they didn't see. Today, they had coincidentally met Lu Yun. "Secretly watching my race's disciples practice is a huge taboo." Si Jinhua had a faint smile as he threatened. The surrounding disciples of the blazing fire golden sheep race instantly laughed mockingly. Only a small portion of the disciples looked at Lu Yun with pity. "I'll teach you a lesson today so that you won't break the rules again in the future." Si Jinhua laughed coldly. Beside him, many disciples of the clan were ready to make a move. "Stop!" At this moment, Uncle Qing flew over, and a powerful aura dispersed the crowd. The other members of the green jade sheep race and Yulin arrived as well. "Lu Yun, are you okay?" Yulin looked at Lu Yun anxiously. Si Jinhua's expression changed slightly when he felt this aura, and he revealed a faint smile as he inspected the group that just arrived. "So, it's you bunch of trash. Grandfather was just too embarrassed to chase you away, but you're still here." Si Jinhua laughed loudly without holding back. Si Jinhua had heard his grandfather, Si Luhan, mention a bit about the green jade sheep race before. The members of the green jade sheep race obviously understood what Si Jinhua meant, and their expressions became ugly and filled with anger. However, this was the blazing fire golden sheep race, and although this youth in white was only at the great origin core realm, he was Elder C's descendant. The green jade sheep race wouldn't dare to touch him even if they had 10,000 guts. This girl looks pretty good. If you hand her over to me, I can plead with my grandfather to take care of you." Si Jinhua's eyes wandered all over Yulina's exquisite body without any scruples. "You!" Uncle Qing's expression became angry, and killing intent spread. "You dare to touch me?" Si Jinhua puffed out his chest. He wasn't afraid of the pressure of a mystic light realm expert at all. In fact, he even had a hint of disdain. A male in black armor hiding in the darkness appeared next to Si Jinhua, and sent out a flaming red light that pushed Uncle Qing back several dozen yards. It was obvious that this person was the expert protecting Si Jinhua in secret. "Hey San, you came at the right time. Teach them a lesson for me, except for that girl." Si Jinhua snickered coldly as his gaze landed on Yulin once more. Chapter 1148. "Uncle Qing! Uncle Qing, are you okay?" The members of the green jade sheep race had worried expressions as they gathered around Uncle Qing. Uncle Ching's expression was grim as he looked at the black-armored male with furrowed eyebrows. Worry flashed through his eyes. This person's cultivation should be at the early stages of the mystic light realm, but Black 3 was a mystic light realm expert of the blazing fire golden sheep race and Si Jinhua's personal guard. His strength was definitely stronger than normal early-stage mystic light realms. Uncle Ching's injuries hadn't healed yet, so he obviously wasn't Black 3's match. However, what Uncle Ching didn't expect was that Black 3 would attack them directly, and his attack just now was extremely fierce and merciless. This proved that what Si Jinhua said was true. Elder Si Luan, who they had come to seek protection from, didn't put them in his eyes at all. He even wanted to use this chance to cause trouble and squeeze out all the value of the green jade sheep race. At this moment, Uncle Ching was still wondering if Si Jinhua purposely came to cause trouble for the green jade sheep race under Si Liuhan's orders. No matter what, Uncle Ching understood one thing now: they couldn't stay in the blazing fire golden sheep race anymore. In this world, there was no friendship without strength. Sorry, the green jade sheep race shouldn't have disturbed you. Although he hadn't done anything wrong, Uncle Ching could only apologize to Black 3, Si Jinhua, and company. Young mistress, young master, let's leave this place, Uncle Ching said. The others weren't idiots. They knew that staying here was no different from facing the giant spirit deer race. You were just about to attack my young master, but I stopped you. Now you want to leave? He San sneered, his words aggressive. The surrounding disciples seemed to sense something and immediately retreated. What? The expressions of those from the green jade sheep race changed dramatically. From beginning to end, Si Jinhua was the one making things difficult for the green jade sheep race, and now that Uncle Ching was apologizing, the other side still wouldn't let them leave? Come with me to apologize to Elder Si. Black 3 revealed a disdainful expression as a layer of fire-red mystic light sacred power appeared in his palms, and the temperature of heaven and earth started to rise. Blazing fire sky raising hand! Black 3's hands instantly expanded and turned into a pair of fire-red claws that radiated a fierce aura. Uncle Ching panicked. He San's cultivation level was higher than his, and he was not in his best condition, so he was no match for him. Furthermore, this was the territory of the blazing fire golden sheep race. If he made a move, the entire green jade sheep race probably wouldn't be able to escape. Who? He San's figure flashed, waving his fiery red claws, attacking Uncle Ching. At this moment, a dark yellow lightning flashed in front of Uncle Ching. Boom! A powerful lightning force suddenly spread out. Everyone on the martial practice field felt a terrifying pressure that was as heavy as a mountain. They were unable to move, and their bloodline and true yuan were almost frozen. He San screamed as his arm was directly shattered by the pure tyrannical strength. His body was sent flying, and he was slammed into the wall hundreds of feet away. Puff! He San spat out a mouthful of blood and looked at Zhao Feng in horror. Although he had a sacred body, his arms didn't show any signs of recovering. One had to know that Zhao Feng's state of existence had already reached the level of a true god, and he had the element of god tribulation lightning. A measly early-stage mystic light realm sacred body was useless against Zhao Feng. This? Senior Zhao! Uncle Ching's expression changed as he looked at Zhao Feng in shock and fear. He was extremely shocked by Zhao Feng's strength. However, Uncle Ching then sighed. This was the territory of the blazing fire golden sheep race. Since Zhao Feng had attacked someone from the blazing fire golden sheep race here, he wouldn't be able to leave alive. Since the green jade sheep race had brought Zhao Feng here, the green jade sheep race wouldn't be able to escape. However, even if Zhao Feng didn't do anything, the green jade sheep race wouldn't be able to escape today. Who are you? How dare you attack a member of the blazing fire golden sheep race? Si Jinhua revealed a fearful expression for the first time. The strength of this human couldn't be underestimated since he was able to defeat He San in one move. Right at this moment, several powerful auras appeared within the blazing fire golden sheep race. whose 6 mystic light realm experts of the blazing fire golden sheep race arrived at the martial arts field with the sound of flying. Who is it? Who dares to cause trouble in the blazing fire golden sheep race? The elder at the front had a fire-red face and a goatee as he stared at Zhao Feng angrily. To be able to defeat He San in one move, this golden-haired male had at least reached the late stage or peak stage mystic light realm, and his strength was extraordinary. However, this was the territory of the blazing fire golden sheep race, and there were 5 mystic light realm experts with him. No matter how strong this golden-haired male was, he wouldn't be their match. Fifth Elder, kill this person! He dares to offend the blazing fire golden sheep race. Si Jinhua pointed at Zhao Feng and immediately said. The members of the green jade sheep race revealed expressions of despair. They didn't expect Zhao Feng to attract 6 mystic light realm experts of the blazing fire golden sheep race. This goateed elder was the 5th elder of the blazing fire golden sheep race, and he was at the peak stages of the mystic light realm. However, what they didn't expect was that Zhao Feng was even more domineering than the 5th elder. You dare to act so arrogantly in front of me? Zhao Feng's golden hair blew in the wind as his cold eyes scanned forward. He had been in the ancient desolate realm of gods for a while now, and Zhao Feng had started to get used to this place. Strength was everything, and the weak could only be bullied. It was time for Zhao Feng to display his strength and obtain some benefits and power for himself in the blazing fire golden sheep race. After all, Zhao Feng was raising the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon, which was a bottomless pit, and he was starting to run out of resources. What, you? The 5th elder's expression changed slightly, and then he became enraged. Zhao Feng's words were exactly the same as what he had said before, and it was even more domineering and forceful. Even the members of the green jade sheep race were dazed as they looked at Zhao Feng in a daze. Facing 6 mystic light realm experts, Zhao Feng was still so calm and forceful. They didn't know if Zhao Feng was courting death, or if he was immeasurably strong. Who is this person? I wonder what kind of bloodline he has to be so strong. However, he doesn't know his place and dares to act so arrogantly in front of the 5th elder. The spectating blazing fire golden sheep race disciples discussed among themselves in shock and mockery. Fine, I'll let you taste the price of acting arrogantly in front of me today. The 5th elder shouted angrily, his eyebrows furrowed. Who the 5th elder and the other 5 mystic light realm experts circulated their mystic light's sacred power and took action. A peerlessly terrifying aura pervaded the martial arts practice field. Those below the mystic light realm immediately retreated several hundred yards and hid in other buildings. Only the 6 blazing fire golden sheep race members and Zhao Feng were left on the martial arts field. Humph, this human is dead for sure. Si Jinhua looked at Zhao Feng in disdain and harumphed coldly. However, in the next instant, his expression suddenly changed, and his body froze. Boom! Pun! The 5 mystic light realm experts of the blazing fire golden sheep race were smashed to the ground by a wave of lightning that was as heavy as Mount Tai when they got close to Zhao Feng. No matter how they tried to break free, they were unable to move. On the other side, the 5th elder was sent flying by Zhao Feng's lightning-fast punch and spat out a mouthful of blood. The 6 mystic light realm elders of the blazing fire golden sheep race were defeated by Zhao Feng in one move. The entire martial arts field was covered in a dark yellow physical force of lightning, and the hard jade ground started to crack. The clansmen hiding in the nearby buildings were dumbfounded. They couldn't believe what was happening in front of them. Senior Zhao! Yu Lin's expression changed dramatically as she covered her mouth. On the side, Lu Yun's eyes burned with reverence as he stared at Zhao Feng. How is this possible, you? The 5th elder clutched his chest as shock filled his face. This person instantly suppressed 5 early-stage mystic light realm experts and heavily injured him, who was a peak-stage mystic light realm, with one punch. How was this possible? From the 5th elder's senses, the golden-haired male in front of him was only at the late stages of the mystic light realm. Could his true cultivation have reached the heavenly divine realm and he had been hiding his true strength? However, He didn't know that Zhao Feng was able to suppress all the mid-tier demigods in the continent zone many years ago. Before entering the ancient desolate realm of gods, Zhao Feng's state of existence had reached the level of a true god, and the power of Zhao Feng's physical combat techniques had also become stronger. Zhao Feng didn't bother with the fifth elder and merged his intent into the air. When the wind started to move, and the magnificent power of heaven and earth condensed into a bright arm of wind and lightning that grabbed Si Jinhua not far away. "Senior, spare me." At this moment, Si Jinhua felt a strong sense of danger. Furthermore, the terrifying strength that Zhao Feng displayed completely scared him. After all, his cultivation was only at the Great Origin Core realm. "You dare to touch Jinhua?" Right at this moment, a shocking roar sounded from a magnificent golden building. A dark green figure flashed between Zhao Feng and Si Jinhua. Boom! This elder immediately took action and prepared to save Si Jinhua from Zhao Feng's control. Second elder. The fifth elder revealed a joyful expression. Apart from him, who was only at the mystic light realm, the other four elders of the blazing fire golden sheep race had touched the heavenly divine realm and were demigods. Second elder Si Luhan was one of the strongest demigods. Hee. Zhao Feng snickered coldly and moved his intent. Si Jinhua originally thought that he would be fine since his grandfather arrived. Boom! However, in the next instant, his body exploded. This scene shocked all the onlookers in the surroundings. "Senior Zhao." Uncle Qing's voice started to tremble. Originally, Zhao Feng might have had the right to negotiate with the blazing fire golden sheep race after defeating the fifth elder, and the green jade sheep race might have even been able to escape. However, when Si Luhan arrived, Zhao Feng killed his descendant right in front of him. This action was completely provoking Si Luhan and angering him. Why would Senior Zhao do such a stupid thing? However, what Uncle Qing expected didn't happen. "What do you mean?" Si Luhan had a cold expression as he looked cautiously at Zhao Feng. This golden-haired male had still killed Si Jinhua when he arrived, which made Si Luhan slightly fearful. Although Si Jinhua was his descendant, he was still a useless weakling who couldn't help him at all. Why would Si Luhan do something so irrational just because of his death? Right at this moment, an ancient voice that seemed to come from a dark golden palace in the forbidden grounds of the blazing fire golden sheep race sounded. It seemed to be the voice of a sovereign of the world. "Tell him to come see me." Chapter 1149. Patriarch. All the members of the family present on the martial arts field respectfully lowered their heads as if they were worshipping someone. No one would have thought that a small matter between two Origin Core realm disciples would attract the attention of the patriarch of the blazing fire golden sheep race. "Good sir, come with me." Si Luhan looked coldly at Zhao Feng and said. Whoosh! The two figures disappeared from where they stood. In the forbidden grounds of the blazing fire golden sheep race, there was a golden palace that reached into the clouds. This was the forbidden grounds of the blazing fire golden sheep race. But there were no guards or arrays around it. This was because the patriarch of the blazing fire golden sheep race was the strongest threat. Any 4-star power or race in the ancient desolate realm of gods needed to have at least one true god. In the eyes of 2-star and 3-star powers, true god experts were gods that controlled everything. One word from them could decide their fate. Inside a spacious and silent golden palace. "Patriarch, I've brought the person." The second elder respectfully stood to the side. An elder with white hair and a withered aura was sitting in front of the palace. This person was the patriarch of the blazing fire golden sheep race, true god Sky Fire. His eyes suddenly opened, and 2 beams of golden light shot out of them as he stared at Zhao Feng with boundless majesty and awe. "Human, what is your goal in causing trouble in the blazing fire golden sheep race and injuring our clansmen?" True God Sky Fire Kong Ming's voice reverberated in the hall. The entire hall seemed to freeze. Every movement they made had to bear a great pressure and deterrence. The second elder felt like it was hard to breathe. On the other hand, Zhao Feng was calm and composed. This Zhao just wants to use my own strength to obtain some benefits from the blazing fire golden sheep race, Zhao Feng said straightforwardly as he looked at True God Sky Fire. Zhao Feng had been in the ancient desolate realm of gods for a while now, and he understood the rules of this world. Based on his guesses, True God Sky Fire was an extremely old rank 1 true god. If this True God Sky Fire had a divine weapon, then he was probably even stronger than True God Tian Fa when he first arrived in the continent zone. A single rank 1 true god was enough to sweep through the continent zone. However, the current Zhao Feng wasn't the old Zhao Feng. He just wanted to run, and True God Tian Fa couldn't do anything to him. What do you want? True God Sky Fire raised his eyebrows. It was impossible for any race or force to reject a powerhouse. As long as it wasn't an enemy faction and possessed great strength, anyone could become a collaborator. Furthermore, the abilities that Zhao Feng had displayed earlier had far surpassed that of an ordinary demigod. His true abilities might be similar to the clan's Grand Elder. First, cultivation resources. Second, the map of the blazing fire golden sheep race. Zhao Feng directly stated his needs. Patriarch, this person's background is unknown. It's very likely that he's a spy sent by another race. Please investigate him thoroughly before making a decision, Si Luhan immediately said. Obviously, Zhao Feng's attitude towards him made Si Luhan very unhappy. Furthermore, Zhao Feng had killed his descendant in front of so many people. This made him lose a lot of face in the race. Although he wasn't confident that he could defeat Zhao Feng, he obviously had to think of a way to scare Zhao Feng in front of the Patriarch. This one comes from a very far place and is completely unfamiliar with this place. This is why I'm asking for your race's map. Zhao Feng's expression didn't change as he said calmly. Brat, a map is an extremely important treasure in the ancient desolate realm of gods, and it's also a symbol of status. It's not that easy to obtain, True God Sky Fire said with slight interest. The ancient desolate realm of gods was filled with danger, and heaven and earth were constantly changing. A detailed map was extremely important. Furthermore, almost every inch of land in the ancient desolate realm of gods was fought over by different races. Therefore, the more recent a map was, the more valuable it was. If that's the case, then this Zhao can only go take a look at the other races nearby. Zhao Feng had a smile on his face as he prepared to leave. Find out more about him, True God Sky Fire messaged Si Luhan. Is this a place where you can leave as you please? Si Luhan's expression turned cold, and a flaming spear appeared in his hand. Golden flow raging howl. Si Luhan waved the flaming spear in his hand, and a golden aura that seemed to be able to melt everything appeared. Boom! 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 A wave of golden flames leapt toward Zhao Feng like a vicious beast. Substandard God Weapon! Zhao Feng's expression changed. In the continent zone, substandard god weapons rarely appeared even once every 10,000 years. Only a small number of peak demigods had substandard god weapons. However, the ancient desolate realm of gods was different. Most demigods had substandard god weapons, and some even had more than one. Furthermore, the substandard god weapon in Si Luhan's hand was of extremely high quality. Whoosh! Zhao Feng's figure flashed as he charged toward the flaming Si Luhan. What? Si Luhan's expression changed dramatically. He originally thought that Zhao Feng would at least take out a weapon to fight against him. However, at this moment, Zhao Feng faced his attack with his bare fists. Boom! Golden flames and lightning surged as Si Luhan's figure flew backward and smashed into a nearby wall. However, this hall was already protected by True God Sky Fire, so it wasn't damaged at all. How is this possible? Si Luhan looked at Zhao Feng in shock. At this moment, Zhao Feng had a smile on his face as he stared at the spear in his hand. This spear was Si Luhan's substandard god weapon. However, he was defeated in one move just now, and even his substandard god weapon was taken by Zhao Feng. Si Luhan was extremely shocked, and cold sweat appeared on his back. He originally thought that Zhao Feng was only slightly stronger than him, since he was able to defeat the fifth elder in one move. However, Siluhan was no different from the fifth elder in one move. He was defeated in just one move. Whoosh! The substandard god weapon was put into the misty spatial world by Zhao Feng. Thank you, Elder C, for your gift. I'll be leaving now. Zhao Feng laughed and continued to leave. Now that Zhao Feng's state of existence had reached the level of a true god, attacks from those below the level of a true god would be unable to harm Zhao Feng. Even the ancient desolate realm of gods wasn't an exception. Wait, little friend, you're strong enough to obtain a map of the blazing fire golden sheep race. True God Skyfire, who was standing in front of the hall, said with a faint smile. He purposely let Siluhan test Zhao Feng's true strength just now. However, when Zhao Feng and Siluhan exchanged blows, he only saw one thing, a divine body. Zhao Feng was only at the late stages of the mystic light realm, but his state of existence had reached the level of a true god. He also cultivated a profound body-strengthening technique, and his body was comparable to a divine body. It was because of this that Zhao Feng was able to ignore all of Siluhan's attacks and take the substandard god weapon. I just remembered that I'm still missing a few divine weapons. Zhao Feng stopped walking and revealed a cunning smile. Siluhan lowered his head in embarrassment. Zhao Feng had taken his substandard god weapon, and now Zhao Feng was saying that he was missing weapons? Little friend Zhao, you don't need to worry about that. True God Skyfire hesitated for a moment before saying with a faint smile. Okay, then I'll be staying here. Zhao Feng smiled faintly and bowed before leaving. Patriarch, this brat's origins are unknown, and he's extremely greedy. Are we really going to borrow his power? Siluhan was slightly unhappy. After losing his substandard god weapon, Siluhan might not even be a match for the third elder of the race. He's stronger than you think. Furthermore, the current situation of the blazing fire golden sheep race isn't very good. Helplessness flashed through True God Skyfire's eyes as he sighed. After leaving the forbidden grounds of the race, Zhao Feng was given a new place to stay. The green jade sheep race was fine, and they joined the blazing fire golden sheep race and enjoyed high treatment. On this day, all the members of the green jade sheep race came to Zhao Feng's hall. The green jade sheep race is unable to repay Senior Zhao's kindness. All the members of the green jade sheep race knelt on the ground. Stand up. I can't stay here forever. If you want to be respected by others, you will have to rely on your own strength. Zhao Feng sighed. The green jade sheep race understands. The members of the green jade sheep race had determined gazes. Zhao Feng hadn't been severely punished by the blazing fire golden sheep race, severely injured an elder, and killed a descendant of an elder, Si Jinhua. Instead of being severely punished by the blazing fire golden sheep race, he was given an important position and received the respect of the entire blazing fire golden sheep race. All of this was obtained through strength. On the other hand, the green jade sheep race hadn't done anything wrong, but they had to apologize and suffer the humiliation of the blazing fire golden sheep race. Right now, the green jade sheep race was just basking in Zhao Feng's glory. Once Zhao Feng left one day, their status would probably drop drastically, and they would once again become the target of humiliation. Zhao Feng entered seclusion after the members of the green jade sheep race left. Zhao Feng split into many thoughts within the misty spatial world. The first thought was to cultivate the 5 elemental wind lightning technique and consolidate his cultivation. Zhao Feng would be able to reach the peak stages of the mystic light realm soon. The second thought was to absorb the symbols of God Tribulation Lightning, and use the power of God Tribulation Lightning to refine his sacred lightning body. The symbols of God Tribulation Lightning had always been Zhao Feng's killing move. Ever since he obtained the Lightning God Crystal, Zhao Feng started to absorb and merge the power of God Tribulation Lightning without restraint. On one hand, he could increase his own strength, and on the other hand, he could refine his sacred lightning body more efficiently. The third thought was used by Zhao Feng to increase his comprehension. Whoosh! 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 3 fruits floated in front of Zhao Feng. At this moment, many small holes had been dug out on these fruits, and an even more turbulent and surging intent energy pressed down on Xiao Feng like a tide. Zhao Wang and Zhao Wan were cultivating not far away from Zhao Feng. The power of this domain was extremely beneficial to the two of them. Power is everything. Zhao Feng's gaze was firm. Even though he was doing quite well in the blazing fire golden sheep race, he was still quite weak. However, 4-star forces could only be considered lower middle existences in the ancient desolate realm of gods. There was nothing to be happy about. Furthermore, the blazing fire golden sheep race was the most normal and weakest 4-star power. They only had one rank 1 true god who was about to die. It was precisely because of this that they urgently needed other foreign experts that they were so polite to Zhao Feng. If it was a 4.5-star force, Zhao Feng's meager strength wouldn't be enough to catch their eye. The spirit race is at least a 5-star race. Zhao Feng's heart trembled slightly. If he went to the spirit race with his current strength, he would probably be trampled on like the green jade sheep race when they went to the blazing fire golden sheep race. 10 days later, Si Luhan arrived at Xiao Feng's residence. Zhao Feng, this is the map of the blazing fire golden sheep race that you wanted. Si Luhan took out a jade slip that had been imbued with a special secret technique. Chapter 1150. Zhao Feng took the jade slip and circulated the power of God Tribulation lightning within his sacred lightning body to destroy the seal on it. His consciousness entered the jade slip, and a large amount of detailed information instantly entered Zhao Feng's mind. Red Maple Forest, Sky Feather Island, Blue Ocean Bay. This map was more than a dozen times larger than the Green Jade Sheep Race's map, and the information on it was even more detailed and more recent. Zhao Feng found out that there were almost 20 4-star forces in Sky Feather Island, and Sky Feather Island was just one of the larger Blue Ocean Bay. The ruler of the entire Blue Ocean Bay was a powerful 4.5-star force. Zhao Feng also found out that there was a large-scale teleportation array in Sky Feather Island that could directly teleport to the edges of Blue Ocean Bay. This meant that if Zhao Feng wanted to leave this place, the teleportation array in Sky Feather Island was the most convenient. However, this teleportation array was in the hands of the Sky Feather Island Lord. Zhao Feng, the divine weapon I've bestowed upon you is in the hands of First Elder. You need to go and take it personally, Si Luhan said coldly. Where is First Elder right now? Zhao Feng asked. When he first came to the blazing fire golden sheep race, apart from True God Sky Fire and Si Luhan, Zhao Feng didn't sense any other experts of this level. In the Sea of Fire Forest. That's where the blazing fire golden sheep race and the black-tongued lizard race are fighting, Si Luhan said with a smile. The map of the blazing fire golden sheep race was already extremely precious. If Zhao Feng wanted a substandard god weapon, he obviously had to do something. Therefore, True God Sky Fire told Zhao Feng to go and take the substandard god weapon. How could Zhao Feng not help the blazing fire golden sheep race when he got there? That's perfect. I should go and exercise. I haven't met anyone that can exchange blows with me in this period of time. Zhao Feng snickered coldly and sent Si Luhan away. Si Luhan left Zhao Feng's residence with a gloomy expression. Zhao Feng's words were obviously saying that Si Luhan didn't even have the ability to exchange blows with Zhao Feng. Arrogant and conceited. Just wait to suffer when the time comes. Si Luhan revealed a sly smile. The blazing fire golden sheep race had a total of 5 elders, and First Elder, Third Elder, and Fourth Elder were currently fighting. Most of the genius disciples of the blazing fire golden sheep race were there as well. Even so, the blazing fire golden sheep race was on the defensive, and didn't dare to fight the black-tongued lizard race head-on. Fire Sea Forest! Zhao Feng quickly searched for this place on the map in his mind. The Sea of Fire Forest was located in the middle of the Red Maple Forest. Due to the large amount of fire-attributed plants that grew there, it looked like an undulating ocean from afar. That was how it got its name. This time, the reason why the two four-star clans were fighting over this place was because they had discovered a batch of precious materials under the Fire Sea Forest, the Heavenly Pearl Fire Ginseng. The Sky Jewel Fire Ginseng was a fire elemental primordial treasure that contained powerful heaven and earth yuan qi. It was extremely beneficial to demigods and god-level experts. After confirming his destination, Zhao Feng set off alone. The Sea of Fire Forest was actually the territory of the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race, so it wasn't very far. With Zhao Feng's speed, he arrived in just 2 months. Although Zhao Feng was traveling, Zhao Wan and Zhao Wang were cultivating and comprehending within the misty spatial world. Many cultivation experiences and comprehensions appeared in Zhao Feng's mind. "I'm here!" Zhao Feng stopped in his tracks. He could see a fiery red forest from afar, and a thick red mist floated within it. The environment here is extremely beneficial for cultivators that cultivate the Tao of Fire. Zhao Feng felt the thick aura of fire elemental resources and the heaven-earth yuan qi in the air, and the fire of wind-lightning sacred power within his body started to boil. Zhao Feng found several hundred members of the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race in a certain ruined area. Several hundred miles away was a large number of members of the black-tongued lizard race. "Is this person Zhao Feng?" At this moment, an elder with an extremely long red beard that almost reached his knees walked out from the group of Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race members. Whoosh! Zhao Feng landed. There were many members of the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race around the ruins. Their expressions were extremely ugly, and most of them were heavily injured. When they saw Zhao Feng arrive, the members of the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race thought that the race had sent an expert to reinforce them, and revealed joyful expressions. However, when they sensed Zhao Feng's cultivation, their expressions turned into disappointment and disdain. "What's wrong with the Patriarch? Why did they send a late-stage mystic light realm? What's the use of a late-stage mystic light realm human?" The members of the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race sighed. Even First Elder paused for a moment, and looked suspiciously at Zhao Feng. When True God Sky Fire sent the message, he said that the new expert of the race would come here to take a substandard god weapon and help the black-tongued lizard race. Of course, the race would give another substandard god weapon to First Elder after this was over. However, True God Sky Fire didn't tell him that Zhao Feng was only at the late stages of the mystic light realm. "First Elder, I'm here on True God Sky Fire's orders to take the substandard god weapon." Zhao Feng arrived in front of First Elder and said, "What? This brat is here to take the substandard god weapon? Now that the two races are fighting, what hope do we have if he takes the substandard god weapon?" The members of the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race stared at Zhao Feng with disgust. "First Elder, this is indeed a little inappropriate." At this moment, the third elder of the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race walked over. "Shut up!" The first elder let out a roar, and a terrifying aura instantly spread out. The surroundings instantly became deathly silent, not a single sound could be heard. First Elder was the strongest demigod in the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race apart from the Patriarch, True God Sky Fire. When the Patriarch was in seclusion, First Elder was equivalent to the Patriarch of the race. "This is the Patriarch's order," First Elder said with a serious expression, and a long sword covered in golden symbols appeared in his hand. Zhao Feng picked up the substandard god weapon and examined it for a while. "Not bad." Zhao Feng was satisfied. This substandard god weapon was the highest quality substandard god weapon he had seen so far. "I'll have to trouble Brother Zhao to help the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race fight against the enemy." First Elder had an indifferent expression as he looked deeply at Zhao Feng. Although Zhao Feng was only at the late stages of the Mystic Light realm, First Elder could see that Zhao Feng wasn't simple. Furthermore, he trusted the Patriarch's decision. How could True God Sky Fire send a useless person to help them? Of course. Zhao Feng immediately agreed. He had come here for two reasons. Firstly, he wanted to hone his strength. Secondly, he wanted to plunder some spoils of war. "There's a patch of precious sky jewel fire ginseng not far away from us, and the black-tongued lizard race is on the other side," First Elder gave Zhao Feng a rough explanation of the situation. The Sky Jewel Fire Ginseng was extremely useful to the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race, which specialized in fire elemental techniques. This was why the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race placed so much importance on this batch of resources. Right now, we just need to defend this place to the death, First Elder said. Although the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race was weaker, the environment here was extremely beneficial to them, which was why they were able to last until now. Understood. Zhao Feng found a place and entered the misty spatial world. Whoosh! 2 substandard god weapons appeared in Zhao Feng's hands. They were a spear made of golden flames and a sword made of golden patterns. Zhao Feng gave the spear made of golden flames to Zhao Wan and the sword made of golden patterns to Zhao Wan. The metal elemental power in this sword is extremely pure. I can use it to cultivate the metal of wind lightning in the future. This was what Zhao Feng planned. If the other members of the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race heard what Zhao Feng said, they would probably vomit blood and die. Zhao Feng was going to use such an important substandard god weapon as a cultivation resource. This was a complete waste of resources. In reality, Zhao Feng didn't lack close-range weapons at all. Zhao Feng's Golden Kuin's Sacred Lightning body had reached the 7th level, and his body was his best weapon. His index finger, which had merged with the power of the god blood, was a divine weapon that surpassed substandard god weapons. Zhao Feng only lacked a long-range divine weapon. The quality of the sky-locking bow wasn't enough for Zhao Feng. On the other hand, Zhao Feng didn't want to reveal the ancient god seal too quickly. After all, this divine weapon was a mission item that true god Tian Fa had given to the continent zone. From this, one could see that the ancient god's seal was extremely precious even among divine weapons. Zhao Feng sat down cross-legged and began to cultivate. Zhao Feng first started to cultivate the 5-elemental wind lightning technique and the divine forming technique. Next, Zhao Feng started to analyze the 3rd level of the soul-splitting technique. Within the dimension of his god eye, the mysterious golden ball started to duplicate ancient resources. Many threads of intent gathered around the lightning god crystal and slowly absorbed the power of god tribulation lightning into his lightning soul body. After coming to the ancient desolate realm of gods, it was extremely difficult for Zhao Feng to leave Sky Feather Island or Blue Ocean Bay with his current strength, let alone the Gulang Zone. Furthermore, the ancient desolate realm of gods was even crueler and more dangerous. Zhao Feng would only be able to safely survive and see Zhao Yufei and Xian Wuheng, who had reached an unknown level of strength. Therefore, Zhao Feng needed to use all the time he had to increase his own strength. Opposite the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race, in the territory of the Black-Tongued Lizard race. First Elder, that person just now was definitely reinforcements from the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race. A thick-skinned elder with dark green skin said with a cold glint in his eyes. The Black-Tongued Lizard race only needed to attack 2 or 3 more times to completely defeat the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race. The Black-Tongued Lizard race didn't care about this batch of resources at all. What they cared about was the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race. The Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race was weakening, and True God Sky Fire was about to die. The Black-Tongued Lizard race couldn't let the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race give birth to another True God expert. Baoli, it's just a late-stage Mystic Light Realm expert. There's no need to worry. The first elder of the Black-Tongued Lizard race had a cold expression. But why would the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race send a late-stage Mystic Light Realm human? Baoli started to think. First Elder Baoli is right. There's definitely something fishy going on. At this moment, another demigod expert wearing dark blue armor walked over. Then go and test the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race first. First Elder's gaze became grim as he said, Okay, let's go and scout out the situation first. The dark-armored male and Baoli then moved 300 members of the Black-Tongued Lizard race toward the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race. At a certain moment, the members of the Black-Tongued Lizard race charged out. Kill! Kill everyone from the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race. The dark-armored male revealed a fierce light as he roared. Enemy attack! The black-tongued lizard race is attacking. Get ready and defend. The members of the blazing fire golden sheep race quickly entered a battle-ready state. The first elder of the black-tongued lizard race hasn't moved yet? The first elder of the blazing fire golden sheep race was surprised. They've finally started fighting? Zhao Feng opened his eyes filled with battle intent. Zhao Feng, join my group and listen to my orders. The third elder of the blazing fire golden sheep race said at this moment. The third elder had a close relationship with the second elder, Si Luhan. He had received a message from the second elder earlier, telling him to teach Zhao Feng a harsh lesson. Chapter 1151. Zhao Feng, join my group and listen to my orders. The third elder of the blazing fire golden sheep race had an arrogant expression. The other members of the blazing fire golden sheep race also looked at Zhao Feng with disgust. Who do you think you are? Zhao Feng roared with a cold expression. This roar caused the third elder to freeze, and the other members nearby looked at Zhao Feng in surprise. The third elder had an angry expression as he looked at Zhao Feng, but his heart shook when his gaze met Zhao Feng's eyes. At this moment, the third elder felt as if his entire body was in an ice cavern, and his soul was suppressed by Zhao Feng. He stood there in a daze as if he had submitted to Zhao Feng's pressure. But he quickly came to his senses and glared at Zhao Feng, a look of shame and anger on his face. You dare to offend me? I am the third elder of the blazing fire golden sheep race. The third elder roared angrily. Zhao Feng dared to insult him in front of all the members of the blazing fire golden sheep race. If it wasn't for the fact that the black-tongued lizard race was already here, the third elder would have attacked Zhao Feng already. The other members of the blazing fire golden sheep race looked at Zhao Feng with even more disgust. He's so weak, but he dares to be so arrogant. He'll taste the pain later. The members of the blazing fire golden sheep race started to talk about Zhao Feng in front of Zhao Feng. Do the two of you want to die at the hands of the black-tongued lizard race? First elder spoke at this moment. The black-tongued lizard race was already here, and the third elder and Zhao Feng were in conflict. The blazing fire golden sheep race wasn't a match for the black-tongued lizard race in the first place. Wasn't this just courting death? Ha ha ha, a bunch of idiots who don't know what's good for them. They're still fighting amongst themselves at this time. The demigod of the black-tongued lizard race laughed mockingly in the sky. Boom! The dark-armored male waved the black blade in his hand and slashed out a shocking black blade aura. At the same time, the other members of the black-tongued lizard race started to attack. Rumble! Wind, fire, lightning, and lightning descended upon the blazing fire golden sheep race like an apocalypse. Defend! With first elder's order, all the members of the blazing fire golden sheep race immediately circulated their sacred power to resist this terrifying force. Counterattack! The great elder's eyes flashed with a hint of brilliance. At this moment, the first elder of the black-tongued lizard race still hadn't moved yet. The overall strength of the blazing fire golden sheep race was slightly higher than the enemies in front of them. This was the perfect opportunity for the blazing fire golden sheep race to take the initiative. Once the other side's first elder moved out, the blazing fire golden sheep race would switch from offense to defense. The first elder of the blazing fire golden sheep race placed all his attention on the first elder of the black-tongued lizard race. Kill! Kill these bastards! The blazing fire golden sheep race obeyed first elder's orders. The moment first elder gave the order, they immediately took action. Hee, let me test out the reinforcements of the blazing fire golden sheep race. The dark-armored man swept his gaze around, searching for Zhao Feng's figure. After all, the reason they attacked at this moment was to probe Zhao Feng. When a bolt of scarlet lightning suddenly flashed in front of the dark-armored man. So fast! The expression of the dark-armored man turned to one of surprise. The speed that Zhao Feng displayed right now definitely wasn't something that a late-stage mystic light realm should have. What surprised the dark-armored man the most was that Zhao Feng was charging toward him. If it was a normal situation, the dark-armored man would think that Zhao Feng was an idiot, but at this moment, uneasiness appeared in his heart. On the other side, the expressions of some of the members of the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race also froze when they looked at Zhao Feng. What kind of mystic light realm expert would fight a demigod? Wasn't that just courting death? This person. First Elder's expression became grim as his eyebrows furrowed. He was originally going to fight the dark-armored man, but Zhao Feng beat him to it. Black Demon Dominating Sky Slash! A dark mystic light sacred power surged out of the dark-armored man's body. One whoosh! The dark-armored man waved the long saber in his hand and slashed out several sharp saber images that engulfed Zhao Feng's figure. Physical Force Lightning Domain! Zhao Feng circulated his earth of wind lightning sacred power and sacred lightning body. One boom! A dark domain of lightning exploded from Zhao Feng's body. The terrifying power of thunder and physical strength destroyed all the nearby attacks, and at the same time, enveloped the dark-armored man. What? The dark-armored man felt his bloodline and sacred power churn as if they were about to break out of his body. Moreover, the heavy pressure of the lightning in the surroundings also firmly suppressed his power. Whoosh! Zhao Feng flashed next to the dark-armored man and released his bloodline power with his index finger. It merged with the nearby physical force lightning domain and shot out. What a powerful 10,000 ancient races bloodline! The dark-armored man's heart shook. The bloodline power within his body froze and was completely suppressed by the pressure of the 10,000 ancient races bloodline that was radiating from Zhao Feng's index finger. His body started to tremble instinctively. Pun! A small hole appeared in the dark-armored man's chest. A powerful surge of physical force then shot out and engulfed the dark-armored man's body. Boom! Pun! The dark-armored man's body was split in half, and the middle half was completely destroyed by Zhao Feng's finger technique. The dark-armored man's head and lower body were scorched black, and he lost all signs of life. Whoosh! A dark and gloomy origin spirit fled to the back. How is this possible? This Brad is a true god expert, right? The dark-armored man's expression was filled with shock. With just one move, his holy body was completely destroyed. Only a real god expert's absolute power could do that. What? That human brat? On the other side, Baoli from the black-tongued lizard race stared at Zhao Feng with wide eyes. He was sure that his eyes weren't playing tricks on him. A demigod had been completely defeated by Zhao Feng in one move. This kind of situation only appeared in the legendary 5-star powers. The peak 5-star powers of the ancient desolate realm of gods raised the strongest geniuses in the fan universe, and only they had the ability to instantly kill those stronger than them. However, a peerless genius of a 5-star power wouldn't appear in the territory of a small force at the edge of the ancient desolate realm of gods. How is this possible? The black-tongued lizard race wasn't the only one shocked. The blazing fire golden sheep race was also stunned. Third Elder stared at Zhao Feng, and his body started to tremble uncontrollably. No wonder the Patriarch sent this person. First Elder finally relaxed and revealed a faint smile. From his display just now, Zhao Feng obviously had the strength of a rank 1 true god. Now that the black-tongued lizard race had lost a demigod, the blazing fire golden sheep race would definitely be able to completely defeat the black-tongued lizard race. Interspatial dimension. Zhao Feng's left eye stared at the lizard Yuan soul that was running away. When one's physical body was destroyed, the Yuan soul would usually take an interspatial dimension with it. This was just like how Zhao Feng had put all his resources into the dimension of his left eye before taking over another body. Last time, when true god Tian Fa's Yuan soul escaped, it also took an interspatial dimension with it. Otherwise, his strength wouldn't have recovered so quickly. When a purple and gold lightning flame appeared in Zhao Feng's left eye, and it was accompanied by a terrifying eye intent. Wind lightning eye flame! Boom! A ball of dark purple tribulation thunder flame exploded on top of the pitch-black origin soul. Arg! The dark-armored male's soul started to weaken as he screamed. Not good! The expression of First Elder from the black-tongued lizard race changed dramatically, and he immediately charged at Zhao Feng. Of course, from the strength that Zhao Feng displayed just now, First Elder knew that he wasn't Zhao Feng's match. However, all he needed to do was stop Zhao Feng and save the dark-armored male from the black-tongued lizard race. After all, demigods were peak experts in 4-star powers, and they could affect the rise and fall of a force. Sky-destroying sacred lightning palm! Zhao Feng circulated the fire of wind lightning sacred power into his palm and thrust out. Boom! Pun! A giant scarlet golden palm of light shot forward and sealed off all of the black-tongued lizard race's First Elder's path of retreat. At the same time, Zhao Feng caught up to the Yuan soul of the dark-armored male and unleashed another soul attack. Pun! The Yuan soul of the dark-armored male completely disappeared from heaven and earth. Zhao Feng put away the interspatial dimension. The area where the two races were fighting was dead silent. The demigods were unable to fight back at all and were instantly killed. At this instant, the expressions of all the members of the black-tongued lizard race went white, and their hairs stood on end. From their point of view, the blazing fire golden sheep race seemed to have gained another true god expert. This meant that they had no chance of winning. Run! Several members of the black-tongued lizard race instantly retreated. Retreat! Baoli then quickly gave the order, and several hundred members of the black-tongued lizard race threw away their armor. The spoils of war from a demigod are too little! A pair of scarlet golden wings of lightning appeared behind Zhao Feng's back. Whoosh! Zhao Feng turned into a bolt of scarlet lightning and charged toward the First Elder of the black-tongued lizard race. A bunch of idiots! Are you just going to watch? Zhao Feng glanced at all the members of the blazing fire golden sheep race out of the corner of his eye. Kill! Chase after them! At this moment, some of the members of the blazing fire golden sheep race roared and charged out. Chase after them and weaken the strength of the black-tongued lizard race! First Elder recovered from his shock and immediately gave the order. The morale of all the members of the blazing fire golden sheep race instantly rose, and they chased after them. Human, don't push your luck! The First Elder of the black-tongued lizard race knew that he wasn't Zhao Feng's match, so he immediately ran away. Sky-penetrating finger! An ancient bloodline aura radiated from the index finger of Zhao Feng's right hand. At the same time, a surge of sacred power of wind lightning merged into it. Whoosh! A scarlet golden light shot out with the terrifying power of wind lightning. Bam! The First Elder of the black-tongued lizard race spat out a mouthful of blood as his right shoulder was pierced through. At the same time, the scarlet golden light continued forward and killed 2 sacred lords of the black-tongued lizard race. With a thought, Zhao Feng took their interspatial dimensions. Damn it, this brat! The expression of the First Elder of the black-tongued lizard race was extremely ugly. Zhao Feng was slightly faster than him, but Zhao Feng wasn't in a rush to chase after him. Instead, he killed the other members of the black-tongued lizard race while attacking him. In just a short while, Zhao Feng had killed almost 20 Mystic Light Realm experts. Where do you think you're going? At this moment, the First Elder and Third Elder of the blazing fire golden sheep race arrived. They obviously knew that killing the peak experts of the black-tongued lizard race was the only way to weaken the black-tongued lizard race. Fuck off! That's my spoils of war! Zhao Feng roared as he looked at First Elder and Third Elder. He had helped them solve this danger, but they came to steal his spoils of war. You! Third Elder was extremely angry and wanted to curse, but he had to stop himself. Let's go kill the other members of the black-tongued lizard race, First Elder said. In the ancient desolate realm of gods, the strong were respected. Before, everyone here looked down on Zhao Feng, but now, no one dared to go against his will. What? Could it be that he's confident that he can kill me by himself? The First Elder of the black-tongued lizard race had a surprised expression, and cold sweat poured down his forehead. Chapter 1152. What? Could it be that he's confident that he can kill me by himself? the second elder exclaimed. Zhao Feng nodded his head slightly. However, there was nothing that could be done about it. The difficulty of defeating and killing were different. The blazing fire golden sheep race would only be able to kill all the members of the black-tongued lizard race if their strength was several levels higher than theirs. The exchange spiritual hall in the ancient desolate realm of gods was like the void ocean spiritual hall in the Nanlan Sea. It was the central spiritual hall in the continent zone, and it was a place of trade. The members of the blazing fire golden sheep race discussed Zhao Feng on the way, their eyes filled with excitement and respect. The first elder of the blazing fire golden sheep race sighed and felt that Zhao Feng was too arrogant. The first elder said in a solemn tone after Zhao Feng left, "Unless I increase my cultivation, it will be very difficult for the Earth of Wind Lightning to improve any further." After returning to the blazing fire golden sheep race, Zhao Feng followed the first elder to where True God Sky Fire was. Zhao Feng circulated the 5-elemental wind lightning technique and absorbed the energy and medicinal energy in order to cultivate the Earth of Wind Lightning. Several high-quality substandard god crystals and a large number of cultivation treasures floated in front of Zhao Feng. Directly breaking through to the high-rank heavenly divine realm would not only save a lot of cultivation time, but it would also increase one's potential in the future. The first elder of the black-tongued lizard race thought that he would be able to escape by using a spatial technique, but that was his biggest mistake. The first elder stood up and prepared to lead his group to see what was going on. Zhao Feng's strength had already reached the level of a rank 1 true god, and he had the God Tribulation Lightning Sacred Body and the Lightning Soul Body. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon resisted the title that Zhao Feng had given it, but there was nothing it could do. Defeating and killing were two completely different concepts. The latter was at least several times more difficult than the former. The second elder suddenly said. At the same time, Zhao Feng split off a lot of his divine sense to cultivate in other areas. All the members of the blazing fire golden sheep race prostrated before Zhao Feng, their hearts filled with admiration. Apparently, geniuses that directly obtained the rank 3 heavenly divine realm had a much higher chance of becoming an ancient god. Zhao Feng smiled. However, almost all of these sky prides were in the demigod realm. It was not that they could not break through to the heavenly god level, but they were purposely suppressing their abilities and accumulating resources in preparation to break through to the high-level deity level. 3 enemy demigods have all fallen! Thunderwing's spatial flash. So fast. The first elder of the black-tongued lizard race guessed. Who? Of course, they still had to wait for Zhao Feng to return. Since Zhao Feng had not returned, how could they dare to go back so easily? In truth, Zhao Feng wasn't very confident in becoming a rank 2 true god. Zhao Feng shook his head. The resources of the black-tongued lizard race's great elder are not bad, but the others are not good. After returning to his residence, Zhao Feng went into seclusion. There were 5 exchange spiritual halls scattered across the entire Sky Feather Island. Swoosh! He originally guessed that Zhao Feng would be attacked from both sides by the black-tongued lizard race, but he didn't expect Zhao Feng to kill Baoli and company. What kind of monster was this? In reality, True God Sky Fire already had this thought when Zhao Feng was fighting with the second elder. Third elder revealed a cold smile. The first elder of the black-tongued lizard race burned his mystic light's sacred power and used a spatial secret technique. Zhao Feng revealed a faint smile as he looked at True God Sky Fire. Zhao Feng instantly appeared in the air above the blazing fire golden sheep race. Within the misty spatial world, True God Sky Fire then handed over an interspatial ring. Patriarch, Zhao Feng's strength has probably reached the level of a rank 1 true god. He still didn't dare to believe that all 3 demigods of the black-tongued lizard race had died. However, right at this moment, a terrifying disturbance of wind lightning appeared in the distance. The wings on Zhao Feng's back instantly released a burst of scarlet lightning that pushed his speed to the limit until he disappeared from sight. Zhao Feng had become the strongest person in the blazing fire golden sheep race apart from the patriarch. After leaving the group, Zhao Feng caught up to the first elder of the black-tongued lizard race and called for the help of the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon and Zhao Wan. There was no way he could survive. This meant that all the members of the black-tongued lizard race in the Fire Sea Forest had been killed. However, the black-tongued lizard race is no longer a match for the blazing fire golden sheep race. First Elder paused for a moment. He didn't know if the first elder of the black-tongued lizard race was dead or not, so he couldn't make a conclusion. Little Black, this is yours. The group soon arrived at the Fire Sea Forest. Thank you. If the blazing fire golden sheep race faces any trouble in the future, this Zhao will definitely help you. His body turned into a ball of black water that started to fade in the air. Right now, the black-tongued lizard race only had one demigod, Baoli. They were obviously not a match for the blazing fire golden sheep race. Let's go take a look. Every 1,000 years, Sky Feather Island would hold a competition for the right to control the Exchange Spiritual Hall. The winner would be able to control the entire Exchange Spiritual Hall. I didn't think that Senior Zhao would be so strong. It's all because of him that we were able to win this time. Therefore, the blazing fire golden sheep race's pursuit was extremely smooth. True God Skyfire told them what he knew. However, the first elder of the black-tongued lizard race wants to escape, so Zhao Feng can't do anything to him. The entire blazing fire golden sheep race stayed where they were and organized their spoils of war, and healed their injuries. Originally, the blazing fire golden sheep race would be demoted to a 3-star power very soon. But now, they might be able to use Zhao Feng to stabilize the blazing fire golden sheep race's status as a 4-star power, and even grow stronger. True God Sky Fire exclaimed in shock. If the conditions were right, Zhao Feng would naturally try to break through to a higher heavenly divine realm. This was also the reason why Zhao Feng had been suppressing his cultivation all this time in order to accumulate more resources. This is little friend Hiao's reward. In the past, the blazing fire golden sheep race didn't even think about or participate in the competition for the Exchange Spiritual Hall. Rumor has it that if one can become a rank 3 true god, their chances of becoming an ancient god will be even higher. I wonder if anyone has ever become a rank 4 or rank 5 true god. It wouldn't even be very hard for Zhao Feng to conquer this 4-star race. However, there was no need for it right now, and Zhao Feng didn't have the time to care about it. I've never seen such a powerful late-stage mystic light realm before. Could Senior Zhao be the prodigy of a 5-star power that accidentally came here? Zhao Feng picked out most of the items he didn't need and threw them to the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. Of the 2 demigod experts of the black-tongued lizard race, one was dead and the other had escaped. Little friend Zhao Feng, we can go now. Let's go. After all, everyone knew how difficult it was to kill and defeat. What? At this moment, Zhao Feng's status in their hearts had already surpassed the 5 grand elders of the race. He was now the number 1 person below the patriarch. However, Zhao Feng's expression was as cold as ever, unmoved. The grand elder of the black-tongued lizard race was far stronger than him, and he was very cunning. Zhao Feng might be able to defeat this person, but it would be difficult to completely kill him. When in reality, Zhao Feng could have broken through to become a sacred king a long time ago and tried to break through to the heavenly divine realm. This result had already surpassed his expectations. A bunch of idiots! They let so many enemies escape, and they even want me to personally go and harvest them. There were still a lot of black-tongued lizard race members that escaped from their hands. If they met Zhao Feng while he was fighting with the Grand Elder of the black-tongued lizard race, then Zhao Feng would have to face all the black-tongued lizard race members by himself. Damn it, we let them escape! Let me think about it. The matter of mining resources was naturally left to the other members of the race. Zhao Feng sat on the side and organized the spoils of war. A month later, Zhao Feng opened his eyes. Zhao Feng looked down from above like a supreme god looking down on all living beings. However, even in the best situation, he can only become a rank 2 true god. Could he be a prodigy of the Golden Jade race? It was rumored that the Golden Jade race had the best geniuses in Blue Ocean Bay, and almost all of them had the ability to kill experts above their level. Zhao Feng wasn't just extremely strong in terms of strength, his speed could even surpass the demigods. True God Skyfire fell into deep thought. The Golden Jade race was ranked 2,532nd among the 10,000 ancient races. It was the ruling race of Blue Ocean Bay and was a 4.5-star power. This is possible. However, Sky Feather Island had almost 24-star races. Patriarch, the Heaven Pearl Fire Ginseng has been successfully mined. All the members of the Black-Tongued Lizard race have been killed, and the 3 demigods. Because of this, the controllers of the 5 exchange spiritual halls were equivalent to the 5 strongest forces of Sky Feather Island. After a moment of shock, True God Skyfire had a smile on his face as he loudly praised. If that's the case, perhaps we can have Zhao Feng help us obtain an exchange spiritual hall. With First Elder's order, the entire group returned the way they came. First Elder walked next to Zhao Feng and said with a faint smile. First Elder's expression changed slightly when he heard Second Elder's words. However, the exchange spiritual halls of the ancient desolate realm of gods were built by all the forces within a certain range, and the controller was chosen from all the forces within a certain range. Zhao Feng let out a breath. Although Zhao Feng was too arrogant, the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race needed Zhao Feng very much at this moment. More than half of the Black-Tongued Lizard race group had been killed, and only Bao Li had managed to escape with a small portion of his race. Good! Little friend Zhao, this old man was not wrong about you. Zhao Feng took the interspatial ring and bid farewell to True God Skyfire. A trace of yearning appeared in Zhao Feng's heart. Even if Zhao Feng was stronger than most demigods and was close to a true god, he would not be able to defeat him. Evil Flash! Second Elder was slightly unwilling. What? At the same time, another question appeared in his mind. Was the Black-Tongued Lizard race's First Elder dead? The results of this battle far surpassed True God Skyfire's expectations. A substandard god weapon was obviously not enough as a reward. First Elder, do you think that Zhao Feng will be surrounded by the Black-Tongued Lizard race's First Elder and Bao Li? First Elder said a daring thought. The stronger Zhao Feng was, the more help he would be to the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race. If they killed more members of the enemy race in such a good opportunity, their gains would be even greater. Third Elder had an expression of shock. The Black-Tongued Lizard race's First Elder that was running away had an expression of shock, and cold sweat appeared on his forehead. His state of existence has already reached the level of a true god, and he cultivates an extremely profound body-strengthening technique. He basically has the divine body of a rank 1 true god. That's also good. Zhao Feng will chase after the Black-Tongued Lizard race's First Elder, and will kill the other members of the Black-Tongued Lizard race. First Elder had a joyful expression. Little friend Zhao Feng, it's good that you're fine. Let's quickly mine the resources and then return to the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race. However, this matter was extremely important, so they needed to think carefully. Of course, the profit that an exchange spiritual hall could produce over 1,000 years was also extremely tempting. It was enough to change the fate of an entire force. First Elder had a smile on his face. Chapter 1153. It was very hard for Zhao Feng's 5-elemental wind lightning technique to improve, and his state of existence had reached the standard of a rank 1 true god. Now Zhao Feng's target was his bloodline. A strong bloodline was very helpful when trying to break through to the heavenly divine realm. For example, the races ranked in the top 200 of the 10,000 ancient races could become rank 2 true gods even if they didn't have any foundation. This was the benefit of having a strong bloodline. Yao Feng's perfect blood devil sun bloodline might be considered a top-tier bloodline in the continent zone, but it could be ignored in the ancient desolate realm of gods. This was because the density of ancient bloodlines in the ancient desolate realm of gods was very high. For example, although the Golden Jade race, the race that ruled Blue Ocean Bay, was only ranked in the 2000s, even Wen Luan, who had the Heaven Sun battle race bloodline, wasn't their match. This was the difference between the ancient desolate realm of gods and the outer dimensions. Furthermore, people like Zhao Yufei, who had an ancient bloodline from the outer dimension, would have their bloodline density increase once they entered the ancient desolate realm of gods. However, this was only limited to ancient bloodlines. Zhao Feng's Imperial Dao bloodline didn't change at all after coming here. Whoosh! Zhao Feng arrived in the ancient dream realm. Zhao Feng's beast army in the ancient dream realm was extremely large. Apart from the golden-winged scarlet tigers, sky fire lightning apes, earth-shattering raging bulls, and earth crystal race, Zhao Feng had also obtained several powerful races that were ranked in the 8,000th of the 10,000 ancient races. The strongest was the Yao Firefox race, which was ranked in the 8,000th of the 10,000 ancient races. However, the amount of resources that Zhao Feng needed to nurture such a terrifying beast horde was also very shocking. Continue to expand and attack the lightning bat race! Zhao Feng ordered and led several beast horde to attack the next target. Zhao Feng obtained victory once again as the beast horde fought to the death. Moreover, Zhao Feng eliminated a large number of weak demonic beasts and enslaved a small number of lightning bats. The ancient dream realm might be bigger than I thought. I'm probably still at the edge of the ancient dream realm. After seeing how vast the ancient desolate realm of gods was, Zhao Feng couldn't help but guess. Zhao Feng had a feeling that the ancient dream realm and the ancient desolate realm of gods had some sort of connection. I'll expand my territory bit by bit like this. I won't defend any ancient races that are too powerful. One day, I'll venture deep into the ancient dream realm. Zhao Feng was full of ambition. Just the periphery alone had such rich resources. If one were to enter the inner region or even the center, there would naturally be even more benefits. Whoosh! Zhao Feng took some of the ancient bloodline and flesh back into the misty spatial world. Every time they fought for territory, large numbers of races would die, and their bodies were precious resources. Master, give me some more precious resources, and I'll be able to recover to the demigod realm. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon walked next to Zhao Feng with an envious expression. The Black Destruction Serpent Dragon had used up all the resources that Zhao Feng had given it last time. After all, those were just the spoils of war that Zhao Feng had obtained from the mystic light realm and demigods. They weren't very precious. Here's yours. Zhao Feng took out a portion of the flesh and bloodline and gave it to the Black Destruction Serpent Dragon. Zhao Feng didn't need that much by himself. Zhao Feng then looked at Zhao Wang and Zhao Wan. Zhao Wan was still at the peak stages of the mystic light realm, and Zhao Feng told him not to rush to break through. He needed to accumulate his foundation and break through to the high-tier heavenly divine realm. Zhao Wan was still at the late stages of the mystic light realm, the same as Zhao Feng. Furthermore, after they entered the ancient desolate realm of gods, their bloodlines as descendants of the 8 great god eyes had been improved, and the abilities of their eye bloodlines had become even stronger. Adding on the fact that they used ancient resources to cultivate, their god eye bloodlines weren't any weaker than the bloodlines of the first 200 ancient races. My eye seems to have changed as well, Zhao Feng murmured. The changes to the ancient dream realm and the god's spiritual eye started to happen after entering the ancient desolate realm of gods. However, the changes to the ancient dream realm were extremely fast and intense, and they soon ended. On the other hand, the changes to the god's spiritual eye were extremely slow. They were very hard to detect, and they were still changing. Whatever, I'll strengthen my bloodline first. Zhao Feng took out some of the lightning bat race's bloodline and rubbed it on his body. When Zhao Feng immediately activated the Blood Devil Sun bloodline, his body instantly turned scarlet red, and a blood-colored sun flame appeared behind him. When Zhao Feng used the power of his bloodline to absorb the bloodlines of other ancient races. Bloodlines aren't the same. As long as I keep absorbing the power of other bloodlines, even if they aren't ancient, I can still become stronger and surpass normal ancient bloodlines. This was what Zhao Feng was thinking. At this point in time, The perfect Blood Devil Sun bloodline in Zhao Feng's body had already surpassed the perfect Blood Devil Sun bloodline of the Tai family in the continent zone. Who knew how many ancient bloodlines were mixed into his bloodline? It could be called a mutated Blood Devil Sun bloodline, but Zhao Feng felt that ancient Blood Devil Sun bloodline was better. Just like that, Zhao Feng used a large amount of ancient bloodlines and merged them into his own ancient Blood Devil Sun bloodline to strengthen it. A month later, Zhao Feng's body became even more scarlet red, and there was a hint of red in the depths of his body. The Blood Devil Sun flames burning on Zhao Feng's body became even fiercer and more dominant, and they radiated a thick ancient aura. My bloodline is indeed becoming stronger, but the effect is very weak. Zhao Feng put away the ancient Blood Devil Sun bloodline. After cultivating in seclusion for a long time, Zhao Feng walked out of the hall. There were close to 20 martial arts fields in the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race, and many members and disciples were sparring with each other. After defeating the Black-Tongued Lizard race and obtaining the Sky Jewel Fire Ginseng, the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race's morale had increased, and their race was becoming stronger. Senior Zhao! Uncle Qing's voice sounded not far from Zhao Feng's hall. It's been a long time since I've seen Senior. Yulin's smile was like a flower on the side. Apart from the last time he went to the battlefield, Zhao Feng had been in seclusion most of the time. Therefore, the members of the Green Jade Sheep race almost never saw him. Senior Zhao, we're going to take a look at the Exchange Spiritual Hall and exchange for some resources and items that we need. Lu Yun seemed to be excited and said innocently. Exchange Spiritual Hall? Zhao Feng had noticed this place when he obtained the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race's map, but he didn't look into it. The Exchange Spiritual Hall is a place where all the forces within a certain range work together to exchange for resources. However, there are also many unique trading places inside, and we're planning to exchange some of the items we don't need for cultivation resources. Yulin gave a brief introduction to Zhao Feng. She was also very surprised that Zhao Feng, someone from the ancient desolate realm of gods, didn't know about the Exchange Spiritual Hall? If Zhao Feng came from another dimension, he should be at least a demigod or true god. Oh? I'll go with you and have a look. Zhao Feng was slightly interested in the place that Yulin was talking about. In reality, everything in the ancient desolate realm of gods was new to Zhao Feng, and he wanted to see everything. Senior Zhao, please! Uncle Qing had a joyful expression as he said respectfully. The three of them were originally slightly worried about going to the Exchange Spiritual Hall. Although the Exchange Spiritual Hall was the only place in the ancient desolate realm of gods that was fair, they were still too weak and were afraid. There were a total of 5 Exchange Spiritual Halls in Sky Feather Island. The Exchange Spiritual Hall closest to the Blazing Fire Golden Sheep race was controlled by the nearby 4-star Blue-Eyed Ice Wolf race. 2 months later, Zhao Feng and the members of the Green Jade Sheep race arrived at the Exchange Spiritual Hall. The Exchange Spiritual Hall before him was enormous and vast. There were all sorts of unique palaces that were connected to each other and towered into the clouds. It was a world of its own. There was a powerful barrier around the Exchange Spiritual Hall that blocked everything. Even true god experts would find it hard to force their way in. The Exchange Spiritual Hall had entrances to the north, south, east, and west. Whoosh! Whoosh! All kinds of experts surged toward the Exchange Spiritual Hall from every direction, but most of them came in groups. Senior Zhao, let's go as well! Uncle Qing led Zhao Feng and company toward the entrance. In front of a tall golden door, there were a total of 10 late-stage mystic light realm experts standing guard, and they radiated a powerful aura that intimidated all the experts entering the Exchange Spiritual Hall. These are your tokens. 10 substandard god crystals can only stay in the Exchange Spiritual Hall for 1 day. The guards handed the tokens with numbers on them to the experts that were about to enter. 10 substandard god crystals can only stay for 1 day. The expressions of Uncle Qing and company paused. It was obvious that this was their first time coming to the Exchange Spiritual Hall. The cost was acceptable for late-stage mystic light realm experts, but it was expensive for initial stage Mystic Light Realm and early stage Mystic Light Realm experts. However, they were extremely curious about the Exchange Spiritual Hall, and they even brought Zhao Feng with them this time. They were too embarrassed to return, so they could only spend 10 substandard God crystals. Zhao Feng smiled faintly. 10 substandard God crystals was the equivalent of all the wealth of an initial stage Mystic Light Realm or early stage Mystic Light Realm expert in the continent zone. The group in front of Zhao Feng's group quickly entered the gate. 20 substandard God crystals to stay for 1 day, the leading guard said coldly as he looked at Zhao Feng and company from the Green Jade Sheep race. Senior, wasn't it 10 substandard God crystals a day? Yuliner paused and immediately said. 10 substandard God crystals was expensive even for Yuliner, let alone 20. Furthermore, there were 4 of them, which meant that it would cost 80 substandard God crystals to stay for 1 day. Humph, if I say it's 20 substandard God crystals a day, then it's 20. The bulky guard unleashed a powerful aura that suppressed the bloodlines and souls of the Green Jade Sheep race's members, causing them to tremble in fear. He could obviously tell that these people were from the Green Jade Sheep race, and the Green Jade Sheep race was only a low-tier 3-star power. There was only 1 early-stage Mystic Light Realm, 1 peak-stage Void God Realm, and 1 Great Origin Core Realm out of the Green Jade Sheep race members in front of him. Although he couldn't see through the cultivation of the last human, it wasn't very strong. He could kill all of these weak ants with a single move. Hee, even a Great Origin Core Realm dares to come here? You're courting death. Hurry up and pay the fee. If you can't take out the substandard God crystals, then fuck off. Behind Zhao Feng's group, many impatient experts began to mock them. Zhao Feng had a calm expression as he took a step forward. Senior Zhao! The people from the Green Jade Sheep race were extremely embarrassed. As expected, even if the Exchange Spiritual Hall was fair, those who were too weak wouldn't be able to receive such fair treatment. You're tuning in to the Phoenix Knights YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.